Honk.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome, Arvanauts, and welcome to all for a Tuesday evening stream. I can't say chill. This is not like Neocab chill because this is Apollo Justice. But we are back here with the amazing Arvocalists and this Apollo Justice Ace Attorney. I hope everyone is looking forward to it. I know we have people who are big fans of this particular one, as am I. And we are continuing with Turnabout Serenade as we continue with our Apollo Justice playthrough. We also have a full crew this evening, which is really cool. So before I go any further, just a couple of quick reminders. I'm going to go through this really quickly because we did this earlier today. You know the drill. Please follow the channel if you haven't done so already. Please check out the YouTube with !ArvTube, Discord !ArvCord, Twitter !ArvTweets, website arvanellarun.com. On the financial side, !Arv Shop for the merchandise area, !Arv Treon for the Patreon, and of course, the sub button to subscribe to the channel and get all the awesome sub badges and emotes and inspirations to help the players and all that. Same thing with the Patreon. What's up, Sticker Glue? Hello, Triffid. And of course, if you haven't already done so, check out on the publishing side, Icarus for my Icarus graphic novel from Athos Hearts, Library for my Tales and Tomes from the Forbidden Library 5e Adventure and Sourcebook, and from Alligator Alley Entertainment, and Grayshade KS. More details about that coming soon. It is not going to be happening next week, but we are going to have it on soon, so hang in there. Grayshade is on the way, and you can find out more at that link. And as always, BLM, Black Lives Matter, very important to affirm and assert the significance and importance of Black lives, and Help Now, which is the World Health Organization page on suicide prevention. Very important to reach out to others when they need help and to reach out to others when you need help as well. Tonight we have the Arvocalists, as I mentioned. Then we are off tomorrow and Thursday. Friday I will be back with Esper Genesis, and Saturday I will be back with D&D with Infinity and Beyond, Eberron, Oracle of War. Super excited about both of those campaigns. And then next week, Monday we are off, and Tuesday we will have some Adventures in Middle Earth, followed by more D&D with GOG Ghosts of Saltmarsh, and that is going to wrap us up for the month of August before we move into the fall and move into September. Do you remember? Anyway, but tonight we have got the Arvocalists back, and we are playing some Apollo Justice Ace Attorney, which is super exciting. And so I'm going to unmute myself so the folks know that we're ready to go. I will apologize as always for having interrupted them. And then I'm going to unmute them. And last but certainly not least, I'm going to head on over to reveal to all of you the incredible Arvocalists. They are here. It is true. They are present. The full and complete crew is present.
Damn it,
and
Arv,
available.
we really want to talk about tech gear and cameras. That is the real reason people come to this channel. They want to hear about what the hell this fuzzy thing is on the top of my camera.
That's where the big bucks are spent, is right there on the fuzzy camera.
That's where the fun is.
It is good to see everybody here. I am looking forward to today's session quite a bit. I always love listening to incredibly talented people and friends who are also super funny. So I'm going to start.
Well, hopefully we can get the really talented and funny people here soon, because you've got us.
Because I got you.
For now, we're the stand-in.
That's not
really
true. I'm going to start with the amazing person directly below me in the column. It is good to see you again, and that, of course, is Little Red Dot, who has returned to the fold.
Hi, friends! I'm back.
And we are excited. I literally yesterday on Discord, I got a couple messages from Dot, and I was like, all right, fingers crossed. And she's like, yeah, I'm totally in. I'm like, yes, outstanding. So I was
When's
excited.
she canceling?
Yeah,
Not
exactly.
happening.
And my daughter was like, but I won't be able to. I'm like, you can still get something, honey.
Yes,
it'll
for
be
sure.
fine.
I'm not saying I have anything against you. I was just like, no.
Yeah, no, it's her own thing.
Blame the
And yet
video
we still
game.
can't get little Arv a microphone. I don't know. This is just, times
right
are tough in this.
Got a microphone right here, although she hasn't pulled it out.
Yes.
Okay, wait.
It's really
I'm gonna let Dot
Somewhere
introduce
really
herself
nearby.
while I fix this microphone cable.
It sounds
All right,
pretty
Dot,
interesting.
it's good to see you. How are you doing? I'm going to fix the mic while you tell everyone how you are and how you've been and all that kind of stuff.
I'm great, everybody. It's really good to be back. I had some life things that needed to be dealt with, so I took the time this Dot needed, and I'm excited to be back. I got a new setup and a new roommate, and yeah, it's great. Let's see. That's it. Arv's supposed to be back by now to pass it to the next person. So I'm gonna pass it because we're going
It should
down.
be Rob.
Rob, tell everybody who you are.
Why? They should know. I've only been on this channel for almost as long as Arv has. they don't know me by now. I don't know what the hell I'm
What
gonna-
if somebody
Hi.
new is in chat?
That's right. Exactly.
That doesn't happen.
And yeah, so Rob, tell us how life in the universe
Hi,
is. Please explain more about the
everyone.
value of the different
Of good
food
lighting?
no, the food that Jews have eaten over the years. We'd like to hear more about. Rob and Russ were having a discussion of this, and I was
hold
fascinated.
up.
I just
All
wanted
right.
to say.
So let's. For those of you who were not here when we were doing the pre-show in the green room, because why would you be here? The
I was gonna
stream
say,
wasn't
which would be
live.
everybody.
We were exactly, which is basically everybody here. The reason that comment just dropped on all of you, going like, "What the hell is Arv talking about?" is because we were talking about world cuisine, and all of a sudden, we were talking about how there have been many jokes made about how the Jewish people do not have a cuisine, and I say that is bubkiss. There is definitely a cuisine. It will, if you eat it every day, it is not a health food. It will kill you by the time you're 35, but it is delicious, and you'll weigh like 700 pounds and be fat and happy. But also, matzo ball soup is one of the great inventions of the world. Don't at me. I'm just fantastic. But that's not why I'm here. I'm not here to tell you about how you can live 1,000 years on the wonderful diet of my
diet,
people.
You called it, yeah.
The Methuselah diet. I'm going to write that book. I'm going to write the Methuselah diet by Robert Austin James, and people will go, your name doesn't sound Jewish. And I would go, you're observant. Anyway, so
You can read about that diet on the 2,000-Year-Old Man album with Mel Brooks and
Yes.
Carl Reiner.
Yes,
exactly. Yes. Speaking of which, no, that has nothing to do with what I'm about to say. Hello, everyone. I am your host and master of ceremonies on another channel, Dark Side Rob. I am a voice actor, audio producer, engineer, musician, video editor, man of many talents, and also variety Twitchcaster over on my channel, twitch.tv/DarkSideRob. That's RAHB. I post videos weekly to YouTube and do music production and video gameplay on my channel. I've been taking a little bit of break because of real life stuff. And I'm here to do some voiceover stuff because I got roped into this shenaniganry many years ago and haven't found anything better to do with my time, obviously. So, I just,
I'm really feeling the love tonight.
really, it's just like, I guess I just have to argue with you losers. Like, wow, okay.
Well, I'm sorry. I didn't have, the Second Avenue Deli deliver any food tonight, so I don't have anywhere else to be. So.
He's hangry, you guys.
That's
I'm
exactly
a little
what
bit
it is.
hangry. I'm
You're
a
not
little
you
bit
when you're
hungry.
hungry.
I might have some granola later. So,
But it is good to see Rob.
I'm not driving.
It's good to see Rob, and you will see Rob, by the way, next Saturday here also for more Eberron.
This
War
Saturday.
of War. This Saturday. That's what I mean.
This
Coming.
Saturday.
Yeah, this
not
coming Saturday.
Next.
Well, that's
this-
what I
you
mean.
said
Whatever.
next Saturday.
The coming
next
Saturday.
coming
Different people have
Saturday.
different ways of
Coming
saying
Saturday.
next Saturday.
Clearly,
No,
this
there's only
system
one
doesn't
right
work
way.
because
There's only
everybody
one right
thinks
way.
that is it next Saturday or this Saturday? Apparently,
be
they're
this
both
Saturday.
right and both
People will say
wrong.
next Saturday, and I'm like, okay, like this Saturday, like no, the next Saturday, and like they're like, oh, I'm like, what?
This is like the confusion between biannually and semi-annually. Only half the people know which one's the correct one to use half the time, which means it's like a percentage. So
It's true. But
also, that doesn't make any sense. Moving on. Next.
always a pleasure to have Rob with us, and also a pleasure to have Zach with us. Mr. Zach Clay is back with us again. Zach, it is good to see you. How is life on the left coast and everything? And I assume you're getting prepped for the new upcoming semester and all that kind of good stuff. And how have you been and all that kind of thing?
I've been doing good. Left Coast is not fully on fire yet. It's starting. Some places got it, but not exactly where I'm at. It's still sort of nice. So fingers crossed. But September last year is when we had, you may have seen the photos that circulated around of an entirely orange sky. Well, it wasn't even just the sky. It was just the entire world. So hopefully that doesn't happen again. But yeah, weather's okay. And we have someone hosting the channel. Who is it? It's Darkside Rob.
Pay no attention to the man
Every
hosts the
time I
channel.
do
I'm
my
not trying to-
intro, every time
It's
I do my
because
intro,
I always
Rob
forget
hosts
to
it.
host him.
I
When
just
your
assumed-
angry
rely on
co-host wants to interrupt your introduction, he subscribes to the Prime.
So anyway,
I just never
did we get
remember to
another
do
thing?
it. And then
Hey,
I'm like,
sticker glue.
well,
Thank
okay,
you.
I
Yeah.
need something to do while everybody else is doing their introduction. I will host my friend because
Yes.
everybody thinks I hate Arv now, which is not true
It's not true.
based on my intro.
No, on you go. Zach.
But yeah, so weather's okay, and I know over on the East Coast, you guys tend to start school like in September, and then you end later.
Actually,
But
it's
I've
not
already
August.
started. I had my first week of school last week.
Oh, very cool.
So I'm already
And
back in university. It's all my classes are online at the moment. I
Okay.
hope to actually physically go in person again next semester, but I get an email every day about we must notify you of a new COVID case on campus.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I'm good, especially with at-risk parents. So but otherwise university's going pretty good. Classes are classes. Now my life is homework again, and it's not fun, but what can you do? We watched an episode of Star Trek The Next Generation in class today. So
hey, that's quality.
I
What
mean,
episode though?
yeah, Darmok.
Oh yeah,
of
of
all
course.
the
with his
episodes
his
to
arms
watch in an
open.
English class,
My
that would be
dad's
it.
favorite. My dad, the
Yep.
English professor's
Yep,
favorite
yep.
episode was
Exactly. So my
The
English
walls fell.
professor. Yes, exactly. Yeah, so that was pretty good. So yeah, adapting to new schedule and new life and everything, and slowly letting everything creative that I do start to dwindle as homework takes over my life. But what can you do? I can be here tonight though for our vocalists. I'm very excited to see where this case goes, because I feel like we're getting close to the end of this case.
Somebody's got to fill
Ish.
me in on what happened last time.
Oh my God, what happened?
I don't even remember.
I
It's-
think
it's-
announced every single person's name as Trucy, and it was so much fun. Mochi became Mochi.
Yeah, it was
yeah.
basically the guy that we thought was blind. The person that we thought was blind was
Mochi.
not blind, and it was the
Oh, yeah.
other one who was blind, and then. Yeah, it's too much. Let me
and
sum
also
up.
he can
Um,
speak English.
Let-
He
let-
also-
let me sum up.
Machi
Big
can
window.
understand
Exactly.
English.
Also,
I think.
Mochi can speak English.
That's right. He can also
Mhm.
speak English. But it's a pleasure to
Oh,
have
yeah.
Zach.
I couldn't.
It's a pleasure to have Zach with us, and it's also a pleasure, of
course.
course, to have the other person on the left coast, and that, of course, is Mr. Russell Guberman here, coming to
hello.
you live from his. He's like, "Hi,
What I get
Spurs!"
for unmuting. Don't ever unmute.
Sounded like
whatever
a
you do.
vacuum
It was his
cleaner
screaming
turning
fan.
on.
We're like, "Ladies and gentlemen, Russ Guberman." Ah!
Thank you, thank you.
Russ, how are you doing? How's life, the universe, when not being greeted by your
A
adoring
champion in
fans?
PUBG.
Yeah,
Doing
tell us
pretty
about
well.
your PUBG championship.
Collecting chicken dinners like a starving person in a third world country who gets one chicken dinner every 5 years, but I got one, so it's very exciting. Yes.
Oddly specific and
Thank you.
I-
Just want to make everything topical. Yeah, things are pretty good. I actually just there was just a sketch put up on YouTube that I filmed with a Instagram entity called Smile Squad. Which
Cool. What did you
I'll-
draw?
What did I draw? No,
Yeah.
it's not for kids. It's just called Smile Squad.
Oh, okay.
Sketch. Oh, I
Yes.
get it. Okay. I get it.
What were you referencing?
I was gonna say.
I don't even know.
It's just-
I'm like, Smile Squad. It's like for 5-year-olds. I'm like, no, it's not for 5-year-olds. It's for very mature Gen Z 12-year-old audience. So take that.
Yes.
I want to post the link in Twitch while the
Okay.
world crumbles around me. Yeah, I played the dad of this guy. That, in my opinion, I'm too young to play the dad of, but that's Hollywood, baby. So you guys can watch that. That was a good time. We've had 6 more kids since last month's episode. And, we just like to feed them a bunch of coffee beans around 4 or 5 p.m. and just really let them go. It's a good time.
What I like about this is that this is with your own streaming, like this with your own office. Like with, like, can
Oh,
imagine-
I could close the door and then there would be a siege on the closed door of my office.
It's true. What you need to do is
There's
do
just
that,
no winning this war.
There really is.
Soundproof it and then just foam it so they think they're
can-
beating on the door, but they're not.
I basically can beg their mom to give me like a 3-hour window to stream, but then, she's like preggers and tired. And so at some point she's just like done for the day. And
It's true.
then
Yeah,
the Lord
how,
of the Flies happens.
how much longer? Like, what's the
We're January, first week of January. thereabouts.
first week of January?
Yeah. so
Wow.
like halfway there.
And then the children and the volume will increase. No, but at least you have the house, though. You have the house that will make this much more palatable.
Yes. I just need to import a bunch of grandparents and aunts and uncles and have them live as au pairs or something.
Yeah.
It's fine.
Russ, are you trying to start a commune or something?
Is that what they call a family these days, Rob? It's like it's such a foreign concept. What is this house with people in it? Like this is my family.
You just said you're going to import your grandparents. I mean,
Yes.
I don't mean to use your own words against you, but when you're going to attack me, I will attack back.
Look, it's a multi-generational thing. This nuclear family stuff is not working for me. I need extended family here.
Nobody understands this stuff in New York City. This is not how. I see strollers being carried up and down stairs. I'm like, you chose this life. I don't know why you did this to yourself.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Well, pretty soon I'll be on Craigslist looking for young foreign women who need a rent-free room to watch children. So that's probably next.
I find that's a good place.
At this
to
rate,
find
that might be the last place
days.
that's possible to find that.
Well, it is a pleasure to have Russ with us, and Zach, and Rob, and Dot. And with no further ado, chat, we should get into this game. And I don't know how to explain what happened, except to say that it's one of those things where it's a combination of there were some twists, and then there's also as always with Apollo Justice or the Phoenix Wright games, you saw this twist coming a long time ago, but the game refused to let you acknowledge that you saw it. You know what I mean? And so you just end up with a scenario that the game ends up where you had already ended up. So
Just enjoy the story, Arv.
yeah, I know.
Funny
You know?
moment though when Russ is playing Machi, and he at one point starts saying really fast
Yeah.
that weird language,
The kind of
and
wing
he
ding
starts,
whatever
like,
language.
screaming.
Yep.
Russ starts screaming.
It was pretty funny.
I'm personally
pretty
interested to see how Russ's German accent has evolved since.
Maybe I won't have to do that one today because we have different roles to allocate, and I won't have to find a German accent out of the
Probably not.
pan-European group of accents.
I
Let's
don't
get
know.
to
It
it.
was such a lovely
Whoa.
thing to
Okay.
experience, though.
So-
my brain
Dad, what is this
needed to
picture?
comprehend
This-
what was going on in this picture, and now I understand.
Right.
I was
So
like,
the
what
picture was
hell?
La Miroir. It turns out there was this whole business about the window and other. Quiet. I'm gonna get on with this session before the end of the session ends. So La Miroir it turns out, was in the vent above, the whole ladder to the vent thing that we kept seeing in that room. So she's above in the vent where she actually heard the voice, and this is her testimony to that effect.
Why was she in the vent?
I don't remember why. I think she got up there to avoid.
Was she lying about hiding in the chest or the guitar case or whatever she was hiding
Yeah,
in?
she lied about hiding somewhere else.
Didn't we confirm that everybody's lying?
Yeah, everybody seems to have lied in this.
Basically, everybody's full of it.
Wait, was she going in the vent because after the whole scene where she disappears during the concert, did she have to go up here or something?
It might have been that. Yeah, the scene
don't know.
during the actual performance. That could be.
Because I wasn't there for the last part of this.
Okay, so La Miroir.
So before
is-
I was voicing La Miroir, but I would happily pass that to one of the ladies if we want to do that.
So I guess we should pass this back over to Dot, I'm thinking, right?
Oh.
Because I think you were doing La Miroir before.
Oh yeah, I played her as French. Yeah.
Yes.
Yes,
That is
please.
correct.
Please take it over from me.
Uh,
I wasn't doing a terrible job, but
I had heard there was a small window there before. I was in the middle of my performance. I had no time to report what I had heard. As to why I was there, I cannot say. I am bound to secrecy on this matter.
I am bound to put
Okay.
you in prison.
I don't think that
On
this game-
trial,
I don't
yo.
think the people who made this game know how a court actually works.
to the bone.
Yeah, because Rob has changed over to Judge.
In my line of work, one has many obligations to uphold.
What did you say you were in the middle of your performance? So this did happen in the second set. Huh?
I did not witness the crime, you must understand.
I don't understand very much.
I only knew what I heard.
Yes, but you must tell us what you were doing. In great detail. Right now.
Why is there no dent?
That's what the cross-examination is for, yeah, air forehead.
Bravo. Bravo. Off to a good start.
And here's where it.
Schadenfreude. Our mission in this court is to discern the truth.
No obligation, no binding pact may hinder that mission.
Someone dying in the background. Satisfies. Very well. Mr. Junebug, you may begin the cross-examination.
Okay, so do you want? How about you? Do you want to do Trucy for now while Dot's doing Le Memoir, and then when you go to bed, she'll take over.
Okay.
All right. Mike.
I forget. An entire
You speak
month.
into this end, and no, sorry.
No, that's not the part I forgot. Her voice that I forgot, so I might miss out the first. What are you gonna do, Apollo?
I'm going to find out the truth.
Her voice is just
Ouch.
right up to the point of getting it and then missing it entirely.
She was up above that
Trucy's
ceiling
voice.
for a reason. I just have to get it out of her.
Okay, Arv, just go show off all of your vocal tricks.
I think I will. Rob.
Yo, it gets even more
Oh
intense.
no.
Above the ceiling. Whoa,
Asked
what
for
a
this.
feel. Okay.
Yes, I was above the ceiling when I heard the voice.
Hold it! Above the ceiling. Could you be more specific?
I
On the roof.
cannot.
Because you're bound to secrecy?
No, she was bound to the roof.
To tell the truth, I was not supposed to even say I was above the ceiling. I dare not say more.
L'amour.
Doesn't sound like I'll be able to coax it out of her just by asking.
Figured it out.
I love how this is just a thing. You're just like, oh, so I guess it'll be fine. What?
I had heard there was a small window there before.
Hold it! By small window, you mean the air vent?
Is she blind or?
I only remembered I needed to be careful of where I put my hands and feet.
Yeah, I'll bet you did. Hey, Rock God, what's up?
I cannot see the light coming through the window, of course.
How would you know there was light coming through the window?
I can still
There.
feel.
I can feel the light.
The air vent grate could trip you up, couldn't it?
So I was walking very carefully when I heard the gunshots. Startled, I crouched and listened. That is when I heard his voice come from the room.
Darian's voice.
It's Dorian.
I knew something terrible had happened. Yet,
Okay, one thing that I want to put out there: if she's blind, why aren't there security guards that wherever she goes, that like security guards come with her? This is not safe for her to be in an event by herself during a
I
performance.
still don't remember exactly what her reason was for going in the vent.
Well, I
Yeah.
can understand
Wait,
if it's
didn't
for
we
the
find
show,
out
but
she's-
shouldn't there be someone there with her?
I mean, that I think it implies that
There are
she was in there
potholes.
for a reason that she shouldn't have been in the vent.
Ah.
Therefore,
And
no
didn't they
one
say she's
accompanied
not
her.
blind?
Plot
think
holes,
she
plot
is.
holes.
no,
No,
she's
she
the one that
is.
is.
She
It's
is.
Machi who isn't. It's
Yeah, because
her accompanist.
that was like the first twist, is that he's the
Oh
one
no,
that wears
I
sunglasses
thought
all
it was
the
that
time.
he spoke I don't know.
Oh, that's
I'm
another
just assuming
twist.
Yeah, he
everybody's
speaks
full of it.
English. Turns
Also
out.
That's
another
the
twist.
17th plot twist, Rob.
Right. Sorry, I
All
lost
right.
track.
You
I
need to
lost
write this
count.
down. It gets confusing.
Our
It was-
D&D session is easier to keep track of than this case. Anyway, moving on.
It was in the middle of my performance. I had no time to report on what I had heard.
Hold it! Isn't that ridiculous? Don't you have an obligation to? Oh, so without a word, you just let the third set start?
After the curtain closed for the second set, there was still so much to do.
To kill people.
Even though there was a murder.
You could have prevented this whole misunderstanding if you had only told us sooner.
Yes, perhaps I could have.
But then there'd be no plot.
I see little point in badgering the witness. What's done is done. The mind works differently when one is in the middle of a performance. Why, I've lost my voice in the middle of a show and kept on singing, completely unaware that I wasn't singing.
I'm sorry, I'm on
Just
mute.
like
I'm
just like Milli Vanilli. Apparently the tape just kept rolling. So.
singing without a voice? If only all contradictions were so obvious. If only I could get La Miroir to talk. Pressuring her like this doesn't seem to be getting me anywhere.
As to why I was there, I cannot say.
Better press. Hold it! You heard the gunshots during the second set during your performance. You're quite sure?
Why would I lie about the time?
Why didn't you just tell us this yesterday?
No one asked me.
Oh, God.
Well, we're
come
asking you
on.
now.
Really?
I thought you all knew. I told you Motki was not the killer. I told you this many times.
Yes, you did. But you never told us why.
I am sorry.
You should be.
I was not able to speak of it.
Unable or unwilling?
Unwilling.
Always happens.
Yep.
She's not talking, Apollo. What do we do?
We'll just have to prove it ourselves. As long as she's bound by this pact of silence, she won't talk. But if I can prove why she was up there, she'll have to admit it.
But how are you gonna do that?
It's a shame you don't have a courtroom where you can compel her to talk.
I know,
Anyway,
right?
Ah! She was sitting on the stage, Apollo. She could have been above the ceiling, too.
Yes, she could.
Exclamation mark?
I've got a theory as to why, too. And maybe I've got the evidence to prove it. And maybe I'm an actual lawyer. Okay.
I am
one of
bound
these things
to
is not like the other.
secrecy on the matter.
Hold it! When you say bound, okay, exactly who bound you to secrecy?
I'm not sure I'm allowed to say who it was.
Like, at what point does the judge listen, I don't want to hear this, I mean, come on.
You're expecting this judge to do some judging, and he's not
No,
capable
if
of that.
you would just wait, I will answer your question. I think perhaps that it is all right. It's just a name, after all. It was Valent Greymeyer. Perhaps you know him.
It was our Trucy's mentor. The
The yellow suit wizard dude.
The yellow suit wizard.
Talent Grammary. What?
Armando Sante, what?
You mean Uncle Valente?
Uncle Vanya, I don't read plays. Who's Valen Gamma?
Actually, who is Valent?
Who is Val? What the hell is this mute button?
Ask him
I don't even
twice.
know. Who is Valen Gamma Man?
He is Grand Magician, the one responsible for the illusion performed during our concert.
Illusion.
Interesting reaction, Prosecutor Gavin.
It's the only way he can sweat.
Lamiwa was bound to secrecy. It's going to take some hard-hitting proof to make her talk. I think I know why she was up there, but how do I prove it?
Yes, I was above the ceiling when I heard the voice.
Okay, so now we have to figure out. I was above the ceiling when I heard the voice. Small window. As to why I was there, I cannot say. This is the part where we have to present something, I think, at this spot. So I'm wondering, I wonder about this thing, about whether this is what allowed her to be singing, but also...
Oh.
I have no idea.
That's the mixing board.
Oh, that said you received it from him. A
Oh,
taped
yeah.
recording. It's probably not what we're looking for, but
Oh. All right, done.
Sugar, sugar.
Oh, honey, honey. Da, 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 da.
Oh, that night at your place.
Yes.
When I saw away the cat.
I would love to see this band's death metal. That would be...
Okay.
Right.
Play Dragon Force.
So I bet
So it's such
she was
karaoke
able
vibes
to
to it.
go, because it lifted her up, right? I'll bet she was able to go into the vent from there, maybe?
I wonder wer Gunter went.
So tan. With that Saiyan hair.
It's a spray.
Yeah, I bet. She looks
but
like a
she's wearing
character
a
from
mask.
Final Fantasy.
I was thinking it's like Stevie Nicks.
Oh
Of
yeah.
our Oh,
And she's dead.
So maybe she was in the vent because she had to do that transition or
That's
something.
what I'm guessing.
yeah.
But I don't know. I mean, I guess I could present the right, and then there was the thing with the.
This whole concert gets very Final Fantasy all of a sudden. I expect a crystal to just pop up somewhere.
Yep.
Yeah.
Like a bullet of love.
Yeah, there you go. And then she pops up. So that's probably why.
Yep.
Why does it show her with her
Guitar,
pig as a
guitar.
image if she
Ah. Up together.
Guitar.
To the guy.
I love it.
She's
Love
trying
you're
to-
just like putting out the fire with his guitar.
Cut to camera B. Cut to camera
Damit
B.
ist was part of the concert.
What's weird
Hey,
is
nein!
man.
why did Yellow Suit Wizard Dude give us the recording?
I'm gonna
I don't remember.
I'm gonna exit so we can save this just for a moment before we go through all
The
this.
Yeah,
magic
why did
mustard
he have
man.
it?
Yeah, I don't remember what his purpose is. I
Oh
guess.
my god, yes, please save. Oh man, we were in such
Okay.
trouble last time.
All right, good. So now we go back to where we were. So I would present. I guess I would present to her at this point. I'm gonna present the tape because that would be the explanation.
I
imagine.
don't. Yeah, I have a feeling
What?
it still doesn't align all the way.
Objection! La Miroir, truth be told, the reason for your presence above that ceiling is quite clear. Especially when you consider that Arv got this right. When you consider what
Oh,
happened during your
nice.
performance.
Okay.
What happened?
Yes, it's all right here on this video.
Oh,
Oh no, they're gonna make us watch the whole thing again.
No, not the whole thing.
Don't tell me
Okay.
we're gonna get this wrong. I really don't want us to get this wrong.
what
No,
is
the fact that it's
around
even
me?
showing this.
And now through the air I fly. Like a, yeah, yeah.
Whoa, whoa,
Whoa, whoa, whoa!
whoa!
Whoa! Where'd you go? Oh,
Beautiful people, the beautiful people.
yeah. There's like trap doors at least of some kind.
It's gotta be, yeah.
Guitar,
Guitar, guitar.
Guitar.
up together.
Guitar.
And also, this lyric is terrible. Yeah, that's the best part.
Guitar.
As we can see, La Miroir has no idea how to write a lyric. No, La Miroir was clearly not on stage for her entire performance.
So,
Yes, I see. The audience has no amount for taste. No accounting for taste. I got it, yes.
Though it saddens me to be so realistic. La Miroir is garbage. I mean, incapable of actually vanishing,
Yes.
let alone teleportation. So the only explanation is that she was hidden from view.
in the vents.
And during that time, she moved to the back of the forum.
A funny thing happened on the way to the back of the
Apollo!
forum.
Well, what, Trucy?
Yeah! It's not nice to reveal a magician's secrets, and it's against the rules. Even though we're in a court of law, we're trying to, and someone died. It's still not okay to
So
do
help me,
that.
Trucy. You talk about being bound to secrecy. We're going to have words. But I'm
Rules
a
are
lawyer.
still
I'm not
rules.
supposed to be nice.
Oh.
This
Get paid.
is all very fascinating.
I can't wait to get my popcorn.
But how is it possible? There's only 20 seconds between when she disappears and when she reappears. I can't do something that fast. It's just not possible. My eyes don't work that fast. Is something wrong, Prosecutor Gavin?
This was his concert, his show. He knows how the illusion was performed. He's just realizing his own oversight.
Oversight.
Let's look at the cross-section diagram again. Here we can trace a route through the ceiling. It goes from the stage through the backstage to the rear of the forum via the vent.
Funny how that wasn't there before. I still
true.
don't get it. I still don't get it.
Recall La Miroir's testimony from yesterday.
I can't recall that far back.
Recall it. Recall it now.
Oh, wait! I was on my way back from the stage to the backstage exit. There was something like a little window there. That's how I saw it.
Let me get this straight. She went from the stage to the backstage exit. A perfect description of this route above the ceiling.
Yes, it's the light begins to dawn.
Oh wow.
La Miroir knew of this because of her part in the illusion.
Even a bald clock is right
But
twice a
she
day.
wasn't the only one who knew.
What?
Just now in the lobby, Machi told me something.
Mochi.
Okay, Zach. You've got Machi.
Sure.
I know. I know if I opening vent, I can leave stage and backstage. That's what I told you.
He said that?
Yes, I said
Oh, were you not informed, Prosecutor Clown Pants? I mean, Gavin?
Air for
You can't see my pants. I knew about the vanishing act, of course. Yet, I had no idea of the route that would be used. Why didn't the magician tell me?
Magicians only reveal details of their acts on a need-to-know basis. They're the bread and butter of a magician's life, you know.
Which is why he bound La Miroir to secrecy. Well, La Miroir,
I am impressed, Mr. Attorney. Machi was right about you. That's
So-
your call.
What does this mean? Are you saying you use this route above the ceiling?
what?
Yes.
Jeez, I just...
How are you a judge? How are
I
you
did.
I just needed to have the robe. That's all I said. Just you have a robe, just show up. There's no... Is there skill involved with this? Well, that's that. But I'm still a little confused.
Clearly. Why is that, Your Honor?
As I said before, it takes a lot to penetrate this bald head.
Oh, does she kneel down at the very top?
There was very little time between when she disappeared and when she reappeared. And then she disappeared and she reappeared. She did this thing. 20 seconds. Tops. How could she do it so fast? Especially if she stopped to hear the shooter's voice. I mean, answer me that.
That's a good question, which we won't answer now because...
This is the game that never
Yeah, I know, right?
ends.
Right?
Yep. And that's the entire next chapter.
Can the witness explain to the court?
I cannot.
What is this? Oh,
Very well.
Mistress.
Very well.
yes.
Mr. Jukebox. It's all up to you. Do your thing.
The judge just surrenders.
This
The
is
judge-
tampering.
Hey, really? He's just
Can't
like,
do that.
solve this. Help us, please. What thing, Your Honor?
You need to do this court case thing, back and forth, keep asking questions. I just like to see you work. I don't actually have anything to interject on. You need to explain to La Miroir how to teleport, like how she was able to teleport like she did.
Here's
You
how
have
you
to
teleport,
explain
La
this.
Miroir.
Or I'm throwing your case out with the bathwater, which has nothing to do with this case. I just like saying the word bathwater.
Why do I get picked on? It's La Miroir who isn't going along with the program here.
As I have stated before, I am not at liberty to speak of the illusion that night in detail.
Like the sound is so minuscule. It's like
Then you'll just have to tell us what you can.
Because a magician's goals
Can
clearly
have to do
override the
the
law.
can
Like,
can Lamoir, do the can. I want to see you can. We'll hear your testimony on this, Mr. Jabberwocky. It'll be your job to bring the truth out of her.
It's true. The judge probably started his career as a lawyer. I just think it's funny that he's just like, please get us the truth.
Yes, if you would, please.
Please wring the truth out of me. Right. I feel
More
like a student
questions.
before finals.
Good luck, Apollo. I'm so helpful.
Witness testimony. The big illusion.
Oh,
I gotta step
no.
away for a second, guys. I'll be right back.
I followed the routine exactly as I was instructed. There is an emergency exit in the backstage where a stagehand waited. From there, one can enter the forum on the opposite side from the stage. The plan was for me to move there in 2 minutes. I was on my way when I heard the voice.
So somebody else must have been standing in for her then.
2 minutes, you say? Mystery deepens.
I suppose it was too much to hope that the judge would come up with something.
As does my curiosity. Take it away, Mr. Justice.
Right, Your Honor. All I have to do is find the contradiction between what La Miroir is saying and what we can see plainly in the video.
I figured it out already. I'm a magician after all.
Well, tell me.
Not a chance. I can't reveal another magician's secret. Come on.
Hey, you're supposed to be on my side here.
Well, yeah, but yeah.
All right, cross-examination.
I can't help you.
I followed the routine, the route exactly as I was instructed.
Hold it!
Okay.
How did you proceed along this route?
How? Why I walked?
But you arrived behind the forum much too fast to have been walking. Tell the truth, La Miroir. You rode some kind of vehicle. He's just like lost.
What? A vehicle?
It was a Mazda Miata.
What vehicle?
Ah, what a novel idea. I like it.
Hey, that's not a bad guess. Wrong, but not bad.
Ha ha ha, yes, laugh at the dumb attorney. I don't mind.
I am sorry, but the girl is right. The vent was much too small for vehicles.
Hold it, what about a Yugo? I can...
A Fiat.
Yeah.
It was a tight fit. Even I had to crouch as I walked.
Which would slow you down even more.
Mhm.
Sorry.
I cannot imagine a vehicle that would fit in such a small space.
If it wasn't a vehicle, what was it?
Running?
Had me going for a while there, Mr. Justice. Too bad. Ready for the next part?
Why do I feel like I'm on some sort of quiz show?
Come on down.
There is an emergency exit in the backstage where a stagehand waited.
Hold it! Did everyone on the concert staff know about the trick?
Not all. Only a few that were needed to help.
See? Like I said, it's on a need-to-know basis.
So, not many people knew about the trick.
What were these stagehands required to do?
One needed to open the emergency exit. The door to the stairs is locked, but once through there... From there, one can enter the forum on the opposite side from the stage.
Hold it! So when you came back out, you were behind the audience.
Oui, that is how it worked.
Not a bad show, if I do say so myself.
I was ready this time. That's Uncle Valen for you. The old Grimmer's a touch. I'm not even trying that one.
Grammary.
Grammary.
I should just, yeah, I'm doing it now. I'm doing that now.
But on the video, you were only gone for 20 seconds.
It was edited.
I did wonder about that.
How was that possible?
That's the part I don't get either.
Oui, it would be hard to go so far in only 20 seconds.
Okay, that's what you said.
Ha 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 ha.
Ha ha ha, I can't tell you. Ha ha. Contempt, of course.
The plan was for me to move in 2 minutes.
Yeah, she said, yeah.
But how did she get...
Oh, for me to move there in 2.
Hold it! 2 minutes?
Oui, it can be done in 1 minute if you are running.
Then how did you get it
Running
in
in that cramped, dark tunnel above the ceiling?
Mr. Attorney, have you forgotten? Dark or lit, it makes no difference to me.
But you were crouching.
Ah, that's true, but
So you're saying that on the night of the concert, you made the trip in 2 minutes?
Oui, though I nearly didn't make it in time.
Then how was it 20 seconds?
You see, I stopped halfway.
La Miroir disappears on the video for 20 seconds. But she says she made the trip in 2 minutes.
If you want my professional opinion, I bet the answer is right there in that video.
It's gotta be time-stamped.
Well, Mr. Justice, perhaps you have some evidence for us. Something that can explain the discrepancy between the video and her testimony.
Certainly, Your Honor. Give me just 1 second while I save this game. I don't want to lose my health, Your Honor. What are you talking about? We're all playing a game, Your Honor. And,
What do you mean by that?
okay. So, the discrepancy between the video and her testimony. Evidence explaining the discrepancy?
The video.
There's one piece of evidence that explains the discrepancy between video and testimony, and it's the video. No, let me see. Let's see. So that's the igniters, the cocoon.
I have an idea of what it could be.
What is it?
I'll see if Arv wants to hear it or if he wants to figure it out himself. I might be wrong.
I don't know yet. I'm giving it. Look at it. One publicity postcard. Right, okay, I know about that. It's the investigation request. No. A sort of pin fastener for attaching things to clothes. Not a safety pin type, though.
So if it's not a safety pin, is it a danger pin?
I suppose if you stuck it in your eye, then yeah, sure.
Huh.
But you could do that with a safety pin, too, for that matter.
Thanks for taking the fun out of my danger pin.
Aw, you're driving a danger pin through my heart here. What?
That makes no
Danger
sense.
pin? Okay. It's not that. I need you to stop. Okay, let's see. Music, this. Keys to a guitar case and a motorcycle. Could ride a motorcycle somehow through the thing.
Also, it might be too loud if you try.
That doesn't show anything. I'm thinking that probably what we're looking at is... Yeah, it's got to be the video. I'm not going to show the whole thing now. I'm going to fast forward.
The music.
Wait. Okay, this is the part, right? Through the air I fly. Okay, so she's got that pin on.
Oh wait, does she not have it on later? I don't know how that helps here.
I want to see if that
But
does
yeah,
that.
That was a cut.
Was it a cut?
Yeah, when the cloak went into the camera,
Oh, it was.
that was what they used to cut, and then there was a cut right there. But although I feel like this one is a little less timey.
She doesn't have the brooch on.
And
She also doesn't have the brooch on.
She is
missing-
not wearing the pin.
She's twins.
Oh my God! Please no!
Don't tell
Please no!
We don't want to go
Take
down
that!
Whoa, whoa! So this is it?
Oh wait, I showed the wrong thing. Never mind, Your Honor. I
What?
apologize
It's
unreservedly.
too late now, Mr. Justice. Tell us how it works quickly. I can't bear suspense.
Are you gonna go back?
Yeah, hold on a second. No. Okay, well, never mind. I'm going to have to just... Well, you see...
Judge, I do hate to spoil the mood, but I haven't the faintest idea what he's talking about, and neither does he.
I'm a little confused too there, Apollo. Seems like you chose the wrong object.
Right, by which I conclude that I was wrong.
Better luck next time, Pollywog. That's a new one.
Mr. Justice, I'm holding you responsible by punching your health bar.
Was that a tear I just saw in the judge's eye? All right, nothing to do but rethink this through. The key's in the video somewhere. I got it. I'm sure. Yeah. I just present the wrong thing. No, I'm not. I'm going to ask you to stop bringing it up. The plan was for me to move there in 2 minutes. Okay, I think... Is this the one? 2 minutes, right, running, cramped, dark, lit, saying yes, stopped halfway, professional opinion, evidence. Okay, yes, there's evidence. There's one piece of evidence, and it's this.
No, the video.
No, it's the I just showed them the video. Take that. La Miroir, do you happen to remember this brooch?
Oh, yeah, the brooch, the brooch. Yes. We saw that yesterday, didn't we not?
What's up, Void Dragon? Hey, Helmus. It was found at the scene, Your Honor. Your Honor.
And you're bringing this up now. Oh, why? I thought we'd already determined that that was dropped. When it was dropped.
So did I, but we hadn't. Take another look at the video. It's the only one I've got. Not much of a video. Never seems to say a lot.
Here we go again.
Oh, no. Let's take a further look at the video.
Love the rewatching of this video. It's so cool.
Here you can see she's wearing the brooch. You can see it.
So she is, yeah. Sorry, it took me a second.
Let's look a bit later.
All right, a bit later. Like a year?
This is when you fast forward.
Yep.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah. Those are some clavicles. What? The brooch. It's gone.
What?
Yes. The brooch disappeared in the short space of 20 seconds. And it takes a full minute to run from the stage to the backstage.
Twins.
Which means there can be only one explanation. The La Miroir we see before the vanishing act and the La Miroir we see after are two different people!
No.
Not this. It always happens. It's always this.
The brooch was found on the floor at the crime scene. And not just on the floor, but on the floor directly beneath the air vent. La Miroir, tell me, did you drop the brooch on your way from the stage to the backstage? At the very moment you witnessed the crime?
I think I did.
Well, I'm gonna drop the
No,
brooch.
no, no.
What's
Oh my
this?
God,
Is
it is
that
a brooch.
twins?
What is a
I mean, I
brooch?
can't
Shut
even...
up. Order. Prosecutor Gavin?
From your expression, I gather you had no idea this was the case, Head Judge. Of course, I knew. I paid the 2 checks.
What?
Don't get me wrong. I wasn't lying or hiding in the court of law. I just did never got it's relevant. Is this you care about that 2 ladies? Okay. Well, the switch and the shooting took place at the same time. I knew this. You
So it
could've
could mean
just
that one of
asked.
them is blind and one of them isn't also. So, I was right. There was a switch.
Yeah, so okay, there was. Just before the stage's tower rose, Le Miroir was replaced.
Well, we're on the subject. Just who was this replacement Lamori Miri?
A mirror-roller. Why is the man behind the illusion? Valant Grimazar.
How did he remove the mustache?
It was Grimary? Mistress Mary? That's quite the illusion, but I still don't get one thing.
We? Oh.
The switch happened before the tower rose, correct? So you weren't on the stage. But this fake La Miroir is still singing. I know how to deal with that. And she's pretty good.
That's true. She is
headpiece.
pretty. Yeah.
Yeah.
Come on, Apollo. That's an easy one. They were just playing a recording. Wow, I'm actually smart for once.
So Gavin is on some kind of Milli Vanilli air guitar band, Fraulein.
Oh, you mean I'm wrong?
Yes, you're wrong. When we play a show live, we play live. No recordings. 9.
Jeez. Settle
Perhaps.
down.
Sorry. Perhaps you can explain super real La Miroir.
I'm sorry. I'm bound to secrecy on this point, and I...
Very well.
Yes, do tell. And add it to your testimony.
Again.
I had to keep singing even while I moved.
Okay. The contradiction between La Miroir's testimony and the video. Unraveling an illusion can't be so different from solving a normal case, right?
Sorry, Apollo. I'm not telling. Not even if you make those puppy dog faces. Not working.
Fine. Okay, so we don't need to know about this. This we know about that.
Routine. There was the exit. 2 minutes.
There we go. I had to keep I had to keep singing, which leads me to hold it. You were singing?
Oui. Mr. Gavin expressed a dislike for recordings.
Yeah, headset. Yeah, okay.
So I used these.
And she dropped it.
Wait, so you were singing the whole time? Even when you were crawling above the ceiling toward the backstage?
Why should it matter where I sing? When everywhere I go is the same darkness. Oh,
No, there's no darkness.
oh
I mean,
yeah,
Actually
I'm scared of the
pretty
dark.
But if you were singing while you were walking,
That's right. Wouldn't the shooter and the victim have heard? She was singing over their heads, after all.
That is right.
Oh, thank you.
It's right, Prosecutor Clavier. It's right. It's totally right. You know it's right.
Are you sure?
You'd have to be pretty hard of hearing to miss someone singing in the ceiling.
Once again, we come back to the state of the scene of the crime, and I'm in a New York state of mind.
What state?
I know what it means. That old speaker, Apollo.
The speaker? That speaker was blaring at the time of the murder.
Can somebody else do this? For God's sake.
Sure, Dot.
I
Go ahead,
don't.
Dot.
I don't remember what. Well, now that's for monitoring the stage from this here room.
Oh, you got it. You got it.
Monitoring?
It pops in real-time feed from the stage's microphones. Useful for knowing when your set's coming up.
Satisfied.
I would never be satisfied. I would never be
Much more compelling Emma than I could produce. That dressing room was fitted with a large speaker playing a direct feed from the stage. At my request, actually.
So La Miroir singing in the ceiling sounded just like La Miroir singing over the speaker.
Engine Ananias. Her voice was hidden by her voice. Whoa.
La Miroir.
I have just remembered something.
I killed him myself. I didn't. Sorry, it just came to me.
I slipped and fell, and the knife just stuck into him.
Do tell.
When I heard the noise, the gunshots, it startled me, so
So you.
I stopped singing.
What?
I forgot the words I was supposed to sing.
The song stopped?
Thankfully, it was the very beginning of the second verse. So not many would notice.
Go ahead. That mixing board I lent you. Where is it?
The mixing, huh?
The board.
That machine, Apollo, the one that breaks music into tracks.
It's the board.
Oh, this.
That board.
Oh, you mean this key? I
That
completely
board.
forgotten about it.
I think it's in the voice.
Got my
of
board.
Cartoon.
Give me
Whoa.
mine board.
Let's take a listen.
That's my board.
Oh, we're gonna have to listen all the way through again. I love the single cut to Machi.
It just
Just the
Like a
one.
meme format almost.
As you can see, the treble was turned up to 7.5, which is very unusual.
Wait, guys, I need to find the cut.
it wouldn't be it would be coming up in a minute, right? Because when he pulls the thing off.
Yeah, it's gonna be when she's crawling through the vent.
The song does stop there.
What? It does? I must have missed it.
Same here.
Look at the lyric sheet at the top of the second verse. See where it says pleasure, pleasure?
Mm-hmm.
Now listen again.
Oh, God.
No.
One more time.
I memorized this song.
Here's our Machi cutaway. No double bass pedal. Yeah.
Oh, she always says it once.
Yeah, she only says once. So she forgot one pleasure.
Wow.
Is
That's
The
impressive.
words is so hard.
This is evidence? Indeed. I believe we're guilty of making a terrible mistake. This entire case was a terrible mistake.
Terrible mistake. The crime didn't happen during the
I s-
third set. It happened
not
during
coming
the
to work
second,
today.
during La Miroise ballad.
Oh.
If that's true,
I must resign the bench. No.
then no one on stage during the second set could have been the shooter.
I can try to turn it up a little bit, but I think. Why are we not hearing the song? Oh, well, you're hearing the music, right? You hear the da da da. I hope, Bulgaris, which means that Darian Crescend
It's the Ryan.
could have done it. He wasn't on stage for the second set.
Oh.
Oh. I feel like we've known it was him the whole time.
Did we call this like 6
Look,
Arvocalists?
sharks
Yeah,
eat
exactly.
humans. He's part shark.
Okay, hold on a second. Let me see if I can up the volume on this. I don't know why it's.
And yeah,
We clearly are getting to something because the music has changed, and this
Yeah.
is a bop.
Mhm.
Yeah. So wait.
We can hear
Check, can
the
you-
We can all hear it.
the cast can hear pretty okay. You know,
Okay, Chad, can you hear this?
it's like medium low, but it's all right. But yeah, chat. When this video of the performance does play, there are no vocals. It's just a weird little ditty.
Yeah. No, you don't actually hear the lyrics. If that's
Yeah, they're not singing the lyrics, only the weird, very weird music.
okay, the background music. Yeah, it's not supposed to be super loud. Although I don't know why it's not even louder than that. But this is louder for us, but that's not going to help you folks. Anyway, all right. Well, Prosecutor Gavin.
Fascinating.
Hmm?
I don't believe I've ever seen a trial turned around quite so thoroughly. Yet, one problem remains.
What's that, Prosecutor Gavin?
Our forehead's theory does have a certain kind of logic to it. Yet it is entirely based upon Lamiro's testimony, and she belongs to me!
Yes? Is there a problem with this?
Yes! It's simple, though it pains me to say it.
All right, I'll say it. Hail Hydra. All right.
What if she's lying to protect the defendant?
Oh, we're used to lying.
Objection! But you have no proof.
Yeah, but what if, man? It's possible. All I'm saying is that the truth is as yet unclear. Until we hear directly from the man himself.
The man? You don't mean
You're the man,
God.
Judge. You.
Yes! I summon God to the stand immediately!
God appears.
Everyone kneel!
So
So
he's a
he is a close friend and a band member.
Bring Durian on stage.
Darian Crescent must take the stand.
I really
Darian
wanted that
Christensen.
to be, though he's a friend and band member, God must take the stand. God is a band
With
member.
God as a witness and a suspect. I see no other way!
As someone with a new perspective on the case,
As a suspect. To be frank, do not call him Darian,
Oh,
only
it's just
Frank.
Oh, I thought his
Darian
name
is
was
a
Darian.
I
Okay,
can't believe
cool.
it's
Frank, it's really
Mr.
Frank.
Ryan.
Finally, the rat's coming out of his hole. And I'm ready to
Right.
catch him. Darian Crescent, get ready for justice.
Oh. That ruined it.
This is a good time as any to pause for a brief recess. Prosecution will summon the witness using the summoning spell.
God, come forth! Knights in the round. It's like a Final Fantasy VII crossover.
Just need some hits.
Have him here and ready by the time we begin.
Gotta go get God.
I will, mein Führer, Judge. I'm the last man who needs to be reminded of what his duties are.
Very well. Court is adjourno for a 15-minute recess.
Russ is being subsumed by his role. That's true.
It's not delivery, it's the journal.
To be continued.
It's not delivery. It's adjourned.
Save, and can I take a real bio?
Yes.
Yeah. This is the time.
During
This is
our
great. Yeah, I'm gonna
intros.
turn on my light.
Okay, we won't go for now. We're gonna. This is a good moment to pause. Yeah, go ahead and take your bio. This is a good moment to pause. And welcome everybody to the Arvocalists. We are here with the amazing voice stylings of Little Red Dot and Rob and Zach and Russ, and of course my daughter in the guest starring role. So we have Little Arv here as well.
Is it a
If you were
star when I'm here every single time?
well, you haven't always been. We were doing Neocab, for example,
That
and
was because I couldn't be.
that, and also when school starts, as it will be starting soon, you won't be able to be up quite as late as you're able to be here now. So, but in any case, if you are enjoying this, please follow the channel and please check out all of the people that you just saw listed there under the Arvocalists. We are going to continue here momentarily. In just a few minutes, we will bring back everybody. We're going to be going tonight until just about midnight, maybe 1 or 2 minutes after, but no more than that. We ran way over last time, and that's not going to happen again. But I can tell you that we're going to have a lot more going on this week. As I mentioned, on Friday, as per Genesis, with one Mr. Zach Clay right below me there. And then on Saturday, we've got D&D with INV as Eberron, Oracle of War, makes its triumphant return. Then on Tuesday, we have Adventures in Middle Earth coming at you. And then D&D with GOG with the incredible Ghosts of Saltmarsh crew coming at you then to wrap up Tuesday and wrap up August. So if you like all of that, then please make sure to follow and stick around. It's usual for Clavier to embrace the teaching of Red Skull. Well, listen, I think quite clearly if his face were to dissolve right now and he were to become Hugo Weaving, I think that would not be surprising to anybody. So I think it's fine. Also, we're about to see Zach return here as Darian, Daryan Crescent.
It's Darian.
Darian Crescent.
Thank you.
As we get him on board. So I don't know if we have Rob back by then Rob hopefully will be able to take over for the judge. So
He sent a message in
saw it.
Discord. He's okay.
Yeah, I saw it.
Oh yeah, duh. You replied right
I saw
under
it,
the
yeah.
message.
You better get the tranquilizer rifle. Yes. So yeah, it is interesting to me how the game's pacing is such where sometimes you're just like,
Yeah.
literally 6 times in a row you have to get like, come on, you know.
Yeah.
So
I
just
the
saw
people who
that-
made this game did not know how courts of law actually worked.
oh
I
no,
think that's kind of
right.
the point. It's definitely a dramatization.
Yes.
But I saw there's even a new Ace Attorney coming out pretty soon, and I don't know how old this one is, but like I saw the new one that's about to come out, and it looks like the next gen version, like the PS5 version. of
Oh,
Ace
that's
Attorney
interesting. Because
to
I
this.
saw the version, I saw the new one that came out that's been released. That is the prequel to these, basically, that originally only showed up in Japan, and it's basically set as like, I don't know, 100 years before this. So it's like early versions of this.
It might be. Here, let me look.
So, but I saw that one, but it's set historically, and it's the same kind of principle, the same kind of idea.
Dad, get the video. Just to be ready.
The which? The what?
The
Oh, yeah, you're right. Thanks. The
So you'll be prepared.
Yep. It's a good call. It is a good call.
Let's see. I guess. Yeah. May have been the same one that I was talking about, that you were talking about, I mean, but yeah, there's one that came out just in July.
Oops, sorry. In July. Yeah, it just came out. Yep. I saw that one.
Yep. Okay, perfect.
And it was set back in, I don't remember, exactly when. But yeah, it's I watched some of it, and my impression was that it was okay, but there was a little, I don't know how to put this. It was a little dull. I mean, like comparatively, it was almost like, because they went back and it's like a lot of the same kind of like, story beats and the same kind of thing that you get in this, but because it was set older, I don't know, it didn't feel quite as, but I mean, I didn't watch it for super long. I mean, honestly, even after Apollo Justice is over, there is Edgeworth. There's a game which is just about Edgeworth. I think there's another one of these like Professor Layton crossover, which is the puzzle game crossover with Phoenix Wright. There's one of those. And then there's the there's the one that you just mentioned. So
it'd be because someone mentioned in chat how the judge must have been a lawyer at some point. It would be cool if there was an Ace Attorney game where you play as the young judge in the attorney chair.
I wouldn't want to play that. I wouldn't want to play that.
If he was going to be exactly like that, it would be the case.
That'd be funny.
Over the course of his life, he got dumber. Like he was super smart, and then
because of all the case, he's probably gone through so much stuff.
They called him hair forehead so many times. He was just like,
yeah.
I was about to say, I bet that's called jaded. He's jaded.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
Yeah, right. Yep, exactly right. So, all right. So we're going to wait for just a moment, and then we're going to.
Names. I want to talk to them.
That's Bob on the left and Joe.
Yeah, Bob and Joe. Joe and Bob.
What I want to know is about that picture. I've always wondered about that picture in the background.
I want to know about that sofa. It looks really sad.
I want to know about that plant.
Okay, you know what? I don't want to know about
an couch.
Yeah.
I
want to meet and refuse to buy lunch for the interior designer of this place.
Oh man, so who do you think about? Well, I wanted to provide a sort of, low minimalist chic. Never mind, you don't.
Yeah.
I wanted it to feel like a low
you were
budget
in
courthouse.
a yellow prison.
I wanted to show you sort of homeless yet like old style yet futuristic with that pot. And
how can we make it feel like a Class A DMV?
Yes.
We got the couch, we got the painting, and we got the futuristic plant. We have everything.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
That guy is just like, I can't believe I have to look at that sofa every single day I'm here.
I'm going to take a gamble and assume that this is going to be Darian Crescend, or Durian Crescend. Durian Crescend, and it's going to be that and Phoenix and Apollo and Trucy. So we're going to see how that goes, and then as soon as Russ gets back, we will do that. We will continue with him, but let's get back underway here while we're here. So July 10th, 1:40 p.m., District Court, Defendant Lobby, number 2.
Apollo, I can't believe it. Why do you keep using that sound? It really happened during the second act? And right in the middle of Lemon Wild's performance?
Why she was in that air vent,
That's right.
and that switch and the flaming guitar. When you link it all together, that's what you end up with, a freaking mess.
I knew you had what it took.
I wonder if that's
Well, it's
Phoenix.
totally
Oh
not.
yeah, it's Phoenix.
Oh, Daddy!
Oh yeah.
Mr. Wright, you believed in me?
Oh,
Should I?
Yeah,
voice him?
go ahead and take this.
Okay.
Not really.
okay, that's just mean.
Huh?
I just thought that'd make a cooler entrance and say, hiya.
Why do I even bother hoping?
Why must you? Where have you been lately, Daddy? You haven't been coming to the office at all.
Sorry about that, Trucy. I'm on a secret mission.
Secret? You mean like you've been undercover?
A secret mission in that hat.
Like Mr. Letou's, only shorter and not as well dressed.
Oh no. What if you're shot too, Daddy?
Would I do a thing like that to you?
Would I
Get
let
shot,
myself
which
get
is kind
shot?
of out of my control if I get shot. Anyway, I'm off for a while again. We're filming the next Ace Attorney game.
You're leaving?
Oh, one thing before I go.
What?
This guy looks so...
Ellipses. Good luck.
Right.
More ellipses.
Is that all you came to say?
I think you have things pretty much under control, Mr. Justice. You'll get
Machito bye.
off the hook, no doubt.
Yeah, but
But you're after that detective, aren't you?
Darian Crescent.
I think it's Dorian. It won't be easy proving he did it. Especially not under the current court system.
He's trying to look epic, but that hat.
The current court system?
You mean where everyone could lie?
What did Prosecutor Gavin say during the trial? Your case is based on one fragile assumption. Namely that our diva divine is telling the truth.
But what about all the what about all the proof? The brooch and the switch?
Piece of jewelry and a Nintendo gaming console. There are plenty of other ways to play Mario Kart. This flaming guitar, too. All because you lack definitive proof of their connection to the case.
But
If the sultry songstress is lying, your case melts like butter in a frying pan with heat under it, leaving behind the faintly singed scent of
The
failure.
faintly singed scent of failure.
when the butter is
Yeah.
burned,
So what do I do? What do I do?
turn off the stove.
Like I said, turn off the stove. Good luck. And be aware that it will be impossible to prove his guilt by conventional methods.
Oh, look, typically this game is all about conventional
He
methods.
just
You
tell
have
us
to
to do
shoot him.
illegal things to get proof.
He does
Yes.
that all the time lately, too, this whole
Conventional.
game.
It's my job. I'm
Ah.
a criminal. Oh, that reminds me. You're gonna need this gun. Sorry. I have something to give you from our detective friend. This gun. Sorry. Dang.
Detective Sky, Emma?
Let's see. This bag of snacks. Snackos, I think she calls them. Snackoos. They were meant for me. Here it is.
What are those, Daddy? They don't look like a very good snacking material.
They were found at the scene. Analysis of the fragments revealed traces of gunpowder.
Gunpowder?
Probably a firecracker or something similar, like the ones kids are into those days.
These days.
These days. These fragments were found under the sofa at the scene of the crime, actually.
Maybe that's the gunshot
Oh,
that
or the person that put the explosive in the guitar.
Oh,
light it on
yeah.
fire.
Under the sofa.
Under the sofa. Hey, Apollo! That's where we found that little device thingy.
Right, this. Well, finally, some evidence that makes sense.
I'm just gonna keep being in this pose.
Burnt
'cause it's
fragments added to the
Added
court
to the
record.
court record.
That's all for me, I suppose. See you after the verdict, maybe.
Right.
Every man has an igniter inside him,
Sounds like the bad song.
surgically
There,
implanted
please
at birth.
don't. Excuse me?
I didn't say anything. Find Darian Christian's igniter and set it off.
Is here the
I
sound?
like Darian.
Usually stored in his belly
Can it
button.
please be Darian?
Darian.
It's Durian. It's Durian.
And he walked out the
Right.
door, just like a magician, normally.
Okay. What does he want us to do? No convictional methods? What does that mean?
Time for Mr. Hat, Trucy. No, I guess we just have to take his advice and hope it makes sense when the time comes.
Oh. I guess. I was really excited about Mr. Hat.
We're almost at the finish line. Hang in there, Trucy.
Okay.
I like how reverb's also on her
I
voice.
just go
July-
like
You sound your head.
July 10th, 1:55 p.m. District Court, courtroom number 3.
Are we back
Had a
yet? Has
peanut
it been
butter set.
15 minutes?
Court is now back in session. Prosecutor Gavin, where is Detective Crescendo? Prosecutor, hey, prosecutor, wake up.
Sorry, Your Honor.
All right.
It's in the
Our Hydra meeting is after the court.
I'm sorry. I apologize. In the witness lounge, ready to be called at anytime, really.
Very well.
Might I add, I don't believe any of this, so not guilty.
Oh, yeah.
All right, then. It just goes across the screen.
Call it off. He, Darian, was the first detective I ever worked with. We stopped working together when he moved to Criminal Affairs Division 3, if I remember correctly. But his guitar playing, it fires my imagination.
Fires, not unlike what he did to my guitar. That's nice, but it has nothing to do with the matter at hand. Correct?
Oh, well, I know, hair forehead, but you could really tear it up, man.
Hey, shut up. Very well. Call the final witness to the stand.
Final witness.
Do-do-do-do.
Detective Doroyan Crescendock.
Crescenda. Here he is.
This guy again.
Name and occupation. I'm so sorry you have to do
Who
this.
voices this guy?
It was Rob.
I think
Yeah.
it was.
Perfect, just in time.
I mean, it could be Rob.
Was it not?
It
I think
could be.
I think
Did
it
you-
was me.
did you
because I
tag
was the
team
one
it?
that-
Well, actually,
I
it
was
was
the
I
one that
think
was
originally it was
insisting on
Zach.
naming it Dorian.
I
but-
think originally it was Zach, and since Rob's back, we could switch it up again and have Rob back
I'll
as
do it.
judge.
Just make
Sure.
sure to always say it's Dorian.
Oh wait,
So-
do you want me to?
Same.
Do you want me to stay as the judge? I mean,
Right, I was
I'm-
gonna say keep you as the judge because Zach was
All
doing
right.
the judge while you were gone. So
Oh,
have,
right. Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
So have Rob do the judge and
Okay.
Zach do this because I think he did
All right.
Dorian,
Dorian. Yeah.
Doorknob.
Dorian Crescend, Detective, Criminal Affairs, Division 3.
That hair, I can't.
It's the
That's
best
the
reveal, that
International
hair.
Affairs Division, for those of you who didn't know.
And the hair has its own zip code.
And I'm a guitarist for the Gaviners. Maybe you've heard of us.
Yes.
No clue. I have no idea who you are, but that's some hair. I can't. I don't even.
Yeah,
Do you fully understand the circumstances under which you stand before us here today? So help you, hair.
yeah. I understand, Your Honor. Why do I have a southern accent too? It's just infectious.
I swear.
What I don't
Just,
understand
it grows on you.
is how you let this happen, partner. Now I guess it's gotta stay now. You gave me your word I wouldn't be standing here.
The situation's changed, Darian, and don't call me partner.
Oh,
not
dang.
anymore.
Oh,
Ah, so much for old friends.
oh, dramatic.
I see what you're
That's
doing.
tea sipping right there.
Dorian, you're pressing the prosecution. Your prosecution. Your Honor, if we could begin the trial.
Wait, what were we doing for the other 40 episodes of this thing?
Let's begin.
We're just starting it now?
The pre-trial
This
is
is
over.
There's the dress rehearsal, Your Honor.
Mr. Poplio, I have no idea what you're on about, but we should have started this years ago. Yes, it's high time we did. Let's hear your testimony. You may begin with your response to Lamaluni's testimony. If in fact you have anything to say about it. I don't know if you do.
Oh, I got plenty to say.
Well, then begin.
Lying must be a national pastime in Virginia.
I thought that was Bologna, but whatever.
And wherever you're from, Mr. Justino. Ha!
... Conventional methods are out the window, huh? Here goes nothing. Nothing conventional.
Starts dancing.
And
Dance off.
exactly. I mean, listen, this would not surprise me if this happened in this game. However,
he zips up his head. He zips up his hoodie. Blood goes everywhere. Trial is over.
However, my child, it is now 11:15, and that means the time has come for you to get ready for bed.
No.
That's a big yes. So I
can go to bed at 12.
No, you can't.
11:30.
No, you're
I go to bed at 11:30 sometimes.
Let the negotiations
The
begin.
negotiations have ended with you getting ready for bed. It was lovely having you. It was great.
11.
No, honey.
It
Bedtime.
was good to see you.
Let's go.
10.
Okay, fine. All right.
9.
Dot, just make sure that when you're playing Trucy to mispronounce every single word. It helps.
Done.
with her names.
Sounds like a
That would-
deal.
Accepted. Yeah.
Check. We get some love for the Larv.
Durian,
Good job,
Yes.
little Larv. Well
Hey,
done.
Durian in your honor.
Mochi. It's one of my favorite ones.
Don't
All right.
the big bugs bite.
All right.
That was the judge.
Yeah.
No, that was an orc or something.
That was just Rob.
That was just me.
Night, sweetheart.
You get me free of charge with all the other voices.
Got that. You got that.
I'm gonna have to remember my.
I need to
Trucy
grab a little bit
y'all.
of water. Hang on, I'll be right back. I promise I will be back faster than last time. I apologize about that. My stomach is giving me a really hard time tonight.
say?
I'll be right back.
What do you say? Yes, we'll mispronounce everything. Okay. Good night, sweetheart. Okay. So, and Dot will take over for Trucy. All right. So, Darianne's rebuttal.
The diva's lying, plain and simple. She's got nothing to back up her story. In the first place, she never heard my voice. This beautiful, grainy, sultry voice. She forgot the words. She forgot the words because she heard gunshots? Psh, as if. Didn't Detective Emma Skye hear those gunshots during the third set anyway?
You mean the firecrackers?
The shooting took place when I was on stage, man. That's my testimony.
And I'm sticking to it.
So you
And
claim Memory Mars' testimony was a lie? Hey, don't get me wrong, old man. I dig what she's doing, trying to protect that kid. She's got the court eating vague statements out of her hand just because she's blind.
wow.
Yeah, I went there.
Wow.
You've gone too far, Dan.
Yes.
As far as your hair.
Look, all I'm saying is, you've got a reliable witness. Why not listen to the detective?
My hair's in a different zip code.
You'll
You'll have to bill us separately.
The hair's going to come to a conclusion before my head does.
Yes.
So bad.
Oh, I'll let Rob do it.
Rob's
Sorry. Detective.
Yes.
Mr. Jumbaya, you may begin the cross-examination.
Chumbaya. You didn't waste any time finding our weak spot. I can't do this with Lamiroir's testimony alone. I'll have to find some other way to prove when the shooting took place. Through the use of charades. Okay.
Okay, so that's our goal.
Darian's
I
rebuttal.
wasn't sure what we were doing.
Diva's
There's that
lying,
music again.
plain and simple. She's got nothing to back up her story.
Hold it! Aren't you wearing a shark? You don't have any proof
Yes.
she was lying.
Oh yeah, kid? You saying I lied?
Yeah.
No,
That shark
I'm just
for 3,
saying.
but I'd kill it for 10.
Apollo, glare back at him.
I couldn't help it. I flinched by reflex. It's a shark.
Fight him with your hair.
Detective Crescend.
Yeah? Wait, you're talking to me? What do you want?
Nothing.
Okay.
Apollo, chin up, back straight. You're wilting.
This guy's hard as nails. He makes Waki look downright cooperative.
Look,
Oh,
there's no
we're
way
going back to
Diva
that old
remembers
chestnut.
my voice. In the first place,
What
she
an
never
insult.
heard my voice.
Hold it. Yeah, no, seriously, compared to Waki. You never talked to her even though you were playing in the same concert?
Not a word. as far as I can recall, which is Shark's memory.
But weren't
2
there
seconds.
planning sessions or something?
Gavin took care of all that himself, right? Right, Gavin? Right?
Right?
Dalian wasn't involved in any of the meetings with her.
See?
Ugh.
As if you can just go around remembering everyone's voice like that anyway. You're a voice actor. Only an idiot would believe that. Look at this really cool ring I have on. Ah,
The hair.
yeah.
Lamiroir's hearing is very sensitive. She could remember him if she heard him, I'm sure of it. I just can't prove it. And I need proof!
She forgot the words because she heard gunshots? As if.
Hold it! We know she missed the words. The mixing board proved it.
Oh. Yeah, there was a mistake. But blaming it on gunshots is just a lame excuse.
She's just terrible. She just sucks. When do you get it through your head? What do you mean?
The mixing board proves what? Proves there was a mistake in the song, a missed cue. Happens all the time. So, she just flubbed it up big time. That's all. Like my hair. She spins a story about a gunshot to protect the kid. Cover for her own Goofy from Disney. Man, I'd have to hand it to her. I'd have to hand it to her, yes. If she wasn't sticking it to me at the same time. What?
Yeah,
Mr. Darian, I
What
just would
is
like
it?
to know how
How
do you
many
stay
calls?
upright
My
with that
brain
on your
got to
head?
comprehend that phrase a couple times. Right, Gavin.
Darian! Get back here, Clavier.
Dalian, watch what you say. Lamiroir is an artist. She just flubbed it up. That's no small accusation for a performer of her caliber.
Wait, she's a gun now? I'm sorry, I'm confused.
She got to you, all right. I can see it in your eyes. I tell you, most of her stuff is. Oh,
Wow.
okay, so pretentious. It's way over my head. I can almost do that too.
I'm detecting a rift in the Gaviner's ranks. Actually, that rift existed 5 minutes ago, but I've just caught up with this rift.
Anyway, she's too close to the defendant. Her testimony can't be trusted. I'm the judge now. Look at me. Look at me. I am the judge now.
Now, wait
ask
a
me.
minute. Now,
I'd
wait
go-
a minute, Mr. Hairdo.
I'd go
I
with
beg to differ.
Detective Score's story. At the
Scorsese?
top, the drop of a pick. The drop of a pick. Didn't
The pick of a
Detective-
drop.
Yeah. Didn't Detective Emma Scorse hear those gunshots during the third set anyway?
Hold it! Actually, I was there too.
So I hear. Which means you heard them too, right? The gunshots.
Yes, I heard the firecrackers. We heard gunshots. Neither I nor Emma actually saw the shooting, mind you.
This totally not a creepy disposition to have while I'm being, tried. I guess you and Lamori got the same excuse then. Right, Gavin?
Look, it's the 9th inning. The bases are loaded, and the Yankees' 10-game winning streak is on the line.
Oh, shoot.
We know one thing for certain.
That's that Aroldis Chapman should
Gavin,
be
are you
taken
okay?
out of the game, and they should. Anybody else would be fine, but Chapman is the head case, and he's.
Mr. Gavin, are you okay?
I'm fine.
Do you need? Would you like some assistance?
There were
We're here to help you.
gunshot-like sounds, that emanated from the room during the third set.
Gunshot-like sounds.
Like pop, 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 bang. Bang, pop. What we must determine is whether those sounds were actually gunshots or could have been a bang pop.
Machi heard them too.
It was
Remember,
popcorn.
he said he ran for the air duct when he heard them.
So, how do we figure out just what those gunshots during the third set were?
Firecrackers.
Shooting took place when I was on stage, man.
Hold it! That could have been what the shooter wanted us to think.
I'll tell you what the shooter
that kid wants you to think. He wants you to think the diva heard me in that room.
I'm back to relying on Lamua's testimony.
As much as I'm enjoying the Dalian and Forehead show, there's no need for such tempers.
Don't make us into some comedy duo.
Oh, I'm booking you in my theater next week. You're a comedy duo now.
This mean the Gavin and Dorian shows canceled?
Neither of your claims can be proven or disproved. We could argue for days like this, and we will, and we have, and will continue to, and it will get nowhere.
Called law.
Prosecutor Gavin is quite right. This court will hear no further discussion on this topic without new facts, opposed to the old facts, which we got rid of in place of the new facts.
He's pretty eager to paint Le Miroirs as a liar, isn't he?
Yeah, because her testimony is basically our entire case.
This is tough. So what do we do?
I've got a few ideas. I just need to find another way to prove it didn't happen when he says it did. Okay,
Diva's lying, plain and simple. She's got nothing to back up her story.
This is the same thing. So let's see. Never heard my voice. Forgot the words because she heard gunshots. Okay, so... Okay, right, I already did that. Okay, so it's not that last one. I think it's...
So what is your goal right now?
Trying to prove that it didn't happen when he says it did. So she forgot the words because she heard gunshots, as if. Although, actually, wait. Gunshots. That's when I would present this, I think. As these burnt fragments. Objection! Sure. Some things were found at the crime scene after yesterday's trial.
Some things were found before the crime scene yesterday. Other words I don't know. That doesn't mean anything. What things?
The first was this small device. Hey, Shadowed.
What's up, Shadow Mage? How are you doing?
Right, Gavin?
Our oldest chaplain will not help you. Now.
That's the remote.
He's thrown 25 pages. He's exhausted. Why won't Boone take him out? Okay. That's the remote triggered igniter. Everyone knows that.
Correct. And one more thing.
What are those? Remains something burnt? Not another guitar, I hope.
Right, Kevin?
Yeah, right. Traces of gunpowder were found on these fragments. I appreciate using my name so that I know you're talking to me.
You're welcome.
We have a report that it was something like a bang pop. What you call it? A firecracker?
How did Gavin know about this?
What? You think Detective Sky works for you? I received the report this morning before coming here.
Breathing is important before you...
That's when I made my decision, actually.
What decision, Prosecutor Gavin?
To make the murders. No, I didn't. I registered Darian as a witness in today's trial. Just in case.
This raises another possibility. His hair! Those gunshot-like sounds during the third set. Could have been two firecrackers rigged to go off by remote control.
Oh my god.
Oh my remote god. Control.
You got an active imagination, don't you? But you shouldn't say every little thing you think. Your explanation there seems a bit too convenient to me.
How so?
So you're saying these firecrackers just happened to go off? Right when two witnesses came walking by?
That's right! Daryan was out on stage when it happened, Apollo. How could he know someone was backstage right then?
Hey, Arvocalists, our cameras are messed up.
What?
Apparently, I'm Russ now.
Oh, how did that happen?
I don't know. They all just like moved around for some reason.
That's...
Well, I'll make sure to say Gavin when I want you to talk.
All right. Well, that'll make things a lot easier. I'll know who's supposed to be talking. This was your plan.
Pay attention, Russ, why don't you? Huh? Gavin!
Damn it, Gavin. This was your plot all along, wasn't it?
So, go ahead.
We
Sorry.
know.
Switch the screens on you.
Right,
you went underneath the Zoom call and came out on the other side, but you only had 20 seconds.
All right, on you go. Sorry.
If a firecracker goes off in the forest and there's no one there to hear,
No.
Boom.
does it cause a wildfire? Yes, in California. Please report wildfires. You get my drift. Why go through the trouble, man?
How do I explain this?
He may not look it, but Darian is a gifted detective.
Well, you're right. He doesn't.
Right,
look it.
Gavin?
What do you mean may not look it?
I mean, he looks like a freaking sea predator, but show any weakness and he's sure
Not
to
just
find
in
Make
it.
sure you do not chum any of the water.
See me in this character. He may not look it, partner. Gee, thanks, man.
Oh, that reminds me. Here's more backfilling of information. I happened to pass through that very hallway several times that day myself.
And I saw Darian standing outside the room going, "Get ready for it. 2 bullets and it'll be all over." And I forgot
He
to
was
mention
loading
this.
a gun. I didn't think much of it.
No one ever asked me.
No one ever
Silly
asked.
Darian plays with guns. And I said, something is odd there just before the third set.
I'm starting to think Clavier's at the wrong podium.
Odd?
Yeah, a headshot, headset. The kind all of the band and the staff members were wearing.
Huh? Oh, that's right. The headset we talked about 5 seconds ago. We picked this up in front of the door to that dressing room. You know,
What if-
this whole world is set in dog years, like dog memory. Like literally everything is just
Yeah.
60 seconds and then just gone.
What if the headset wasn't dropped, but placed on a head, and then it was listened to and talked into and turned on like a headset?
You could hear what was going on in that hallway, even if you were out on stage.
All of that is very interesting, Mr. Darian.
Whose side are you on, Gavin?
Listen to me, Darian. There are no sides on a court of law. Everybody's on the side of the same side.
Yes, everybody knows a courtroom is a sphere.
It's the round tables of courts, and King Arthur said that everyone is the same and it's the law, which is why I now turn to you, Hair Forehead. I have a question for you. I question everyone.
Huh? For me?
You're a witness. I'm a witness. He's a suspect. We're all murderers. Igniter and the burnt fragments that were found at the scene of the crime. It's certainly a possibility that they were part of a ruse to a red herring, if you will, to fake the sound of gunshots. Throw the headset from the hallway into the mix. Did we level up?
We did. Lone Wolf resub.
case.
27
We
months
figured
of sub. Thank you, Lone Wolf,
Did
for
it.
the resub. I appreciate it.
Lone Wolf.
Thank you.
We've
Thank you.
all
my
leveled
goodness.
up to omni suspect witness lawyers. Congratulations.
How you go, Russ?
And through the mix, and you could fabricate an alibi, because who cares really? Nobody checks. But we're still no closer to proving anything.
Right, Gavin?
Those gunshots might have been real or fake. We can't say!
Oh,
You've raised the possibility that the shots during the sunset were faked. Now you need to be the Schrodinger's lawyer to prove the other half of the dead bullets were real.
the other half. So I need to both prosecute and defend the case. The other half?
Look, I'll just tell him because
That would really hurry things up here if you just told him. That would be really.
He wants you
that
to
would be
prove,
really good here.
He wants you to prove the thing went down in the second act. You know, the thing that goes down.
That thing,
well,
yeah.
Our little
Just tell him who's guilty.
Why are you helping right now? You don't help him.
Isn't that right, Gavin? Let me just not look in your direction.
Why are you helping? You're gonna go to jail. Indeed, if you can't prove that, then to contribute this cross-examination, continue.
Contribute.
Either way, it has been, it will be, and it is all pointless.
Yes. All of this makes no sense. Well, Mr. Jitterbug, can you prove the crime took place some point during this video game?
Yeah, I think.
You better know, Apollo. We've been at this for months. Otherwise, we're through.
You're right. No problem. Let me save. Just in case. I don't want to go through all that again. All right. And right. On we go. Yes. So, yes, indeed. You better know. It can be proven.
You're muted, Russ.
Damn it! Scheiße! You make it sound like someone else is going to come along and do it for you.
Yes, Phoenix.
Like
right.
one of the 5 other attorney witnesses.
Let's continue with the cross-examination, shall we?
Yeah, the cross-examination.
Mm-hmm.
Witnesses, your testimony. Yeah.
What?
This isn't going to be easy. The judge isn't even finishing his sentences. I need some decisive proof, and fast.
The judge has worked harder than ever before, let me tell you.
You ready, kid? Because I am.
For what?
That seems like a threat.
The shooting took place during the second set. If you're so sure, let's see your proof.
Hold it. When you say proof, you mean me. But the gunshots heard during the third set could have been...
What? Some kind of setup in red? I haven't heard that one before.
Setup in red.
We need proof, Apollo. We need to prove that the shooting took place during the second set.
It's a shame.
Well,
It's a
if you
shame
know how to
proof
do
doesn't
that, I'm
happen
all
in a court
ears.
of law.
Maybe the gunshots are the key after all.
Yankees win!
What do you mean?
Well, Lamira Moray said she heard them, right? Right in the middle of her illusion when she was up above the ceiling.
When she forgot the words to the song, yeah.
If you can prove the gunshots right when she missed those lyrics, we're home free, I think.
Then we get to start the case all over again.
True. Not easy, but true. Is there some way to prove that?
Let's take a look through our evidence. Maybe there's something in there.
Hey, aren't you supposed to be cross-examining me?
Don't get jealous, Darion.
It's derived.
Try to refrain from private discussions during cross-examination, Mr. Justice.
Right, Your Honor. Sorry. Just let me take a quick look through the court record.
He's pretty eager to paint Lamira Moray as a liar, isn't he?
Okay, we already did this. Yeah, the testimony is tough. We do. I got a few.
I've got a
ideas.
few ideas.
Yeah, okay. So let's see. I already know about this. So I have to present evidence. Oh, shoot.
Kid.
I jumped too far. Ah, my bad. Sorry. My bad.
The diva's line, she forgot. The shooting took place during the second set.
Okay. This is where we have to present it.
Let's see your proof.
All right. This is where we save it. Okay. So, all right. So we have to figure out how to present this.
So now we get to start the case from the beginning. First witness.
You're so sure that took place during the second set.
I quit.
So wait, Lamir Mamori, are you blind or are you blind? Okay, good.
I know, right? Let's see. It was these documents. That clearly proves everything.
You found it.
Okay.
That's the strangest guitar I've ever seen.
Well, it's something that has to prove.
When the shot actually happened.
Only way I can truly examine it is if it's upside down.
Yikes, don't point that thing at me. Trucy, don't do it.
Right,
Oh,
Gavin?
Don't worry, I'm an old hand with firearms. I learned everything I know from my dad. My daddy.
Yellow mustard man.
Yeah. I have one that shoots bullets. Bullets.
I don't want it shooting any bullets, thank you.
What does the other one shoot?
No, those bullets, silly. My gun shoots bullets. The magic cat.
A cat comes out of a gun.
I can tell by your expression you've never heard of that trick. It's a great one.
Could say it's a cattling gun.
Oh.
Honestly,
no.
that one sounds halfway interesting.
Ah! Yes.
Okay, that obviously has nothing to do with anything. All right.
Would it be when she missed her cue in the second set?
Well,
That's the deal with this game, is I don't know if presenting that is like the huge finding, or if they're like, duh, that's obvious. You're trying to prove the next thing.
I literally think they come up with an
So-
outcome and work backwards in any way possible to come up with how it goes from Z to A.
so it says that estimated time of death was 9 to 9:30. Do we know when the second act took place? It's probably over that.
Was
whole
that on
thing.
her postcard? I guess not.
The dead
maybe-
body?
No.
It's a weird thing to put on a postcard. Hi, sending you
No, the time.
greetings from my murder scene.
Yeah, my guess would be something that proves that she stopped singing in the second set, so therefore the gunshots must have happened in the second
Question. This says a 30-foot range.
Right.
And the remote trigger is also 30 feet. Does our map say that it's all within 30 feet? Do we have that evidence?
set.
Well,
Start talking
here's
about
the-
distances like that, I just think about D&D.
I mean, that's way more than 30 feet. Was it a 30-foot audience?
That means that headset piece and the trigger had to be within 30 feet of
Right.
that room. And if
And the shooting was dressing room 2, right? So if it happened there,
Correct.
then they had to be on stage. When
or whoever triggered the thing in the dressing room had to be already downstairs. Because remember, they dropped the earpiece in the hallway, not in the dressing room.
right.
The earpiece was in the hallway, so if somebody was out in the hallway with the 30-foot trigger and the earpiece to know when she was singing, so that it
Yeah.
went off at the right time, because it's a timing thing, right? That's what we're trying to prove.
Right.
Just saying.
So
I don't know that that's helpful, but
there's this thing.
that's
with
my
the-
thought.
Yeah, I mean, curitis thing.
Yeah, and we just have a magic egg for some reason.
That is okay. All these little parts. It's pretty complex. I'm guessing this is where the fire comes out. Other than that,
Good thing machines run even if we don't know how they work. That's what Daddy always says. He's the man
Not-
that taught me how to use a gun.
yeah, I was gonna say, not really to say you want to go around repeating, Trucy. Oh my god. Okay. So that has nothing really exciting. Oh, wait a second. Ah, no. I don't even know that. Okay, so it doesn't really have anything else.
Yeah.
It's just like, no, you mean right there, right? Okay, so that's not it.
You go to an entirely different object, and then and you check.
What does the
and examine
paper
it.
say about when it
goes back
starts?
to the
Oh,
trigger.
it doesn't. We can't read it.
Oh, Missy Letus.
Is this Letus? No, it doesn't say anything else about that.
Romaine Letus.
What about the Chief Justice?
And then there's Incuritis.
Actually, we never checked this, did we?
Oh yeah, there you go.
So, you think this was some kind of firecracker? You think so, Trucy?
Yeah, or one of those noise makers, like you shoot off at like you shoot off on New Year's. That's the worst I'm trying to say.
Did you know that in China they use firecrackers on New Year's to scare off evil? So it's kind of the same thing.
Really? I had no idea. Well, did you know this? It takes more than 500 peanuts to make one 12-ounce jar of peanut butter.
Peanut butter.
At least my useless fact had something to do with the evidence. So
That got you nothing.
I didn't do anything. What if I flip it around? Changes everything. Okay, that didn't do anything. Maybe it's the badge. No, the shooting took place during the second set. If you're so sure, let me see your proof. Wonder if it's got something to do. Okay, so no, that doesn't do it because it could have been. Never mind. This is these lyrics to Lammermoor's ballad.
My guess would be the video. I don't know.
Me too. It's got to be something in the video.
Okay. Let me just quickly check this. That's Gavin's thing. All right,
It's a
the
pretty
video.
cool key design.
I mean, you do have a full health bar to just.
Yeah, you could
Give
try to
some-
brute
some
force it, so
try.
to speak. All right. Objection! That's not
Oh,
right.
no.
This
We
evidence
can
clearly
tell when
reveals
the
a
music
contradiction in that
stops.
statement, Your Honor.
Yeah.
How exactly are the evidence and the statement just now related?
They aren't, are they?
I'm gonna punch your health bar out of you. Not at all. Mr. Justice, please face me for your reckoning.
Ah! I don't think they want me any points with the judge.
Ooh, okay.
Not the video. It's
Shooting
definitely
took place
here.
during the second set, if you're so sure.
the
Let's see your
second set.
proof. Maybe it's the headset. They were talking about the headset a lot.
Yeah, and him hearing. That's why I'm thinking it's the trigger of the headset. It's
Okay.
got to be.
Objection!
Nope.
Your Honor, what do you think about the witness's
Oh.
statement? No, it's
Is it?
generic.
I'm not sure I follow you.
It clearly contradicts the I thought.
Get ready to be punched again. You don't sound very sure, Mr. Justice.
Ah.
Okay.
Corporal punishment.
Time
Yeah.
for
Nice.
justice. Yeah.
Time for justice,
I don't
Mr.
think they want
Justice.
me any points to the judge. Okay, so not that. All right, so not that. So instead, the trigger, or it could also be the guitar because the guitar was burning. Or
You
I mean,
want to
just
save before we kill
yeah,
the
I
self bar?
could. I mean, do I just hand him the firecrackers?
Maybe.
Like, I mean, because I feel like we've already gone through that again. But
I guess.
Just
yeah.
give him your whole briefcase and let him sort through it.
one of these things proves.
Prove you're guilty.
Yeah.
I mean, everyone's
I
telling
don't-
me to do their job for them. Like I should.
I don't know what it is because what we have to offer up has something to do with time, and I'm not sure how any of these relate to time. You know,
Yeah,
Or
yeah.
relate to it specifically being the second set. None of these individual.
Well,
pieces.
the only thing, like I said, the only thing I can think is like he would have had to have known, or she would have had to have known when the second set was happening, which is the listening device, right? To
Yeah.
be able to prove it, but it doesn't really prove it still.
Yeah. Well, unless we think that the remote trigger, triggered the guitar at the same time, the burning in the guitar at the same time that it
that's the
triggered
thought.
the thing under the sofa.
Yes,
Objection!
oh.
Your Honor, that statement contradicts the evidence.
Mr. Justice, you know what to do. Assume the position. It does? I don't see anything contradictory.
Yeah,
This is
Mr.
getting
Honor.
kinky, yeah?
It always was.
You sure about that?
Yes. Let me punch you. Bam.
All right.
Oh, that was a good one, Your Honor. He liked
Thank
it.
you. You're not supposed to like it, Mr. Justice.
All right,
He is
let's see. So the
German.
guitar doesn't work. I didn't do the trigger yet.
Or
think
the
it's-
pieces.
Or the piece. Yeah, I think.
Look, this newspaper talking about incuritis.
I think it's the trigger.
Yeah. What did? Yeah. I don't know. Sure.
We're talking
try
about
it.
timing. That's the best way
Objection!
to time it.
No.
Your Honor, that statement is
Mm.
generic and thus provides us.
Did you
with-
save?
Justice, do we?
Yeah, I saved.
He
before,
did, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Your Honor, I present to you my badge, because I say so.
As I quit.
Objection! Your Honor, what do you think about this thing that I just died here?
Yeah.
Objection overruled. Oh no! I'm not going to bother to go through any of this because we're reloading it anyway.
That's enough. I see no need to further.
Does that mean I win?
Machito Bay.
I win! All right!
And will surrender to undergo a regular jobs during the terrible episode.
I'm gonna write a song about this one. This is a good one.
Tink.
I like that it says to go to the high court. So it's almost just like to do this thing. Okay. Right. Here we go. Let's see your proof. So, okay, it's not the trigger.
Maybe.
It's not the guitar. It's got to be the video then again.
We presented the video.
That's what we did.
That was the first thing.
We presented the headset. We presented the trigger.
So maybe the pieces, I guess.
Yeah, try the pieces.
I think we did. We presented the pieces. I just did that.
No, we didn't. We presented the trigger.
I don't think you presented the guitar. I think.
Oh yeah, that's right.
But I did present
We
this?
were talking about a firecracker.
I don't think you
so-
presented those.
Yeah, we did not present the pieces.
Your Honor, the witness's statement is clearly faulty.
Wow.
All right, we did this already. Ow, I've been
Question,
penalized.
Mr. Justice.
Interesting. So now, the longer this goes, the more I'm thinking maybe you have the wrong sentence. Oddly enough, but this has to be.
No, it's got to be because it's. If you're so sure, let's see your proof. I mean, that's.
Yeah.
Wait.
Maybe the only option is to shoot him.
Wait,
Wait,
the
what?
headset, the headset would have picked up the gunshot. Did it go both ways? It might have picked up the gunshot in the board, the soundboard. The way we picked up her mistake. Do you think it would have picked up?
Oh, so you think
that's
the
an
mixing?
interesting
Oh, I
idea.
see what you're saying. Yes. Okay.
That's cool.
That's a good theory. Come on, mixing board. Objection! The music stopped. That's got to be a
Hey.
good call, Dot. It
10
seems there was
points
clear
to
proof left behind.
Dots.
You're right, because it's an audio cue. Yeah.
Yeah, it's an audio cue. Yep.
Right here in La Miroir's song.
You finally got it. Only because of your guest. Her song? What exactly is this device thingy? A new variety of a gramophone, perhaps?
Come on, we just used this. And don't get me started on gramophone. This device was used to record the performance part by part.
Part?
By part.
By part, you move the sliders and you adjust the volume. Volume, Your Honor, the loudness.
See, it goes like this. See, I'm normal volume. Now I'm loud. See, that's how it works. See?
Soft snips, loud snips. Each. Anyway.
Oh, sorry. I jumped. I'm sorry.
Merry Christmas.
I don't know, but what does this prove? What does that prove? What does anything prove?
According to
really?
La Miroir's testimony, at the moment of the shooting, she forgot the words to the song.
Ah, you intend to examine the recording at that moment, yeah? We might get those gunshots!
Exactly.
Gunshots. I was just rediscovering where my stomach was.
Huh.
I'm fine
Ridiculous.
Oh, we got the hairs losing it a little
limp.
bit. Little humidity,
Oh,
huh?
no.
Your hair is
I'd like
laden
to-
with
I'd
guilt.
I'd like to think when we fully
Not enough hair gel.
When we fully defeat him, that it just all flops in his face.
Presumably.
He's like a reverse Pinocchio.
It's like do you remember with Pain where like his hair is just like bah!
Yeah.
Like, it just
That's
goes
what the
flying
developers
off.
were thinking, Russ. I'm pretty sure.
Oh man,
that's
it's
great.
good times, good times.
How are you supposed to hear gunshots back in that dressing room out on stage?
Have you forgotten, Darian? When you lie, your hair gets all soft. We were all wearing the headsets.
Oh.
It's already starting to go limp, Darian.
I didn't realize.
We were all deeply involved in our performances.
Especially you putting your guitar out and being on fire.
But Lemiroir's headset would have picked up exactly what she heard all the same.
I have no idea what the hell is even fucking going on right now. Let's get to the animalizing that recording then. Right now.
Sports Center.
Lamirwa stopped singing when she heard the shots fired.
Does anybody else
Find
hear that
that
echo
spot.
inside of their head?
And I'll find the gunshots.
The hell's that echo coming from? Wait till you see those
Very
goddamn
distant.
bats.
Oh, we're back to this
Locate
again.
the gunshot. Okay, here we go. Locating gunshot.
Turn up the bass.
This is gonna be so funny
Blam!
with this music.
Exactly.
It's just
Wait, how did we never notice it before?
Everyone be quiet, otherwise I can't hear a gunshot. Oh no, it started from the beginning. God.
There they are.
It sounded like a cap gun.
like a meme. The suspense is worse than the actual.
Hillness, only the guilty party would leave at this very moment. Have a good night.
All right, here's the second set.
All I hear is elevator music. People paid money for this?
A lot, supposedly. Please let us hear gunshots, dear Lord.
Apparently, the only thing that died this night was music. Oh, excuse me.
We must have missed it earlier. Night, Hellas.
Or maybe you have to mute individual tracks.
That could be,
or
yeah.
something.
All right.
Blam! Blam! Blam!
We know which
There it
one
is.
was her track because
It was
it's gonna
Gavin.
be picked up on her piece. So if we mute everybody else's, we'll see it on hers.
Problem is, which is hers though? Is it? Okay, that one. Nothing.
I didn't know she sang like Echo the Dolphin.
Damn it, Rob. Shut up.
Wait, can you click on the second track? The second, yeah, like right there.
I probably can't. I mean, I can fast forward it to that, but I
Okay.
wanted to hear just the end of the first track here.
Sure.
Okay, nothing. Oh, right there.
Yeah, we heard it right at the end.
Right at the end.
Yep,
Wow.
right before the second set, which is when it happens.
It's either a terrible snare hit or it's an actual.
Yeah, it's a gunshot.
Yep.
You
So
just
that's
had
it.
to isolate it.
Okay, so
I wonder how do you?
present right there.
Sure. Yeah, yeah.
precision.
Take that. Your Honor, listen closely to this part. This is your own destruction. No, this is the track with Lamervoir's vocals. This part, right here.
Well, that's so funny. I didn't realize she sang like Echo the Dolphin. That's so weird.
Yep. As the tower's going up.
My goodness. Yes, that did not sound like a drum crash. That sounded like a gunshot.
What?
Oh,
We told you it was gonna go limp.
What?
Has to be some kind of mistake.
This never happens.
I believe a case has been made. Gunshots were heard during the second set. Which means Lamiroir's testimony was true.
Ah,
Gra. Oh, yeah, you said
he
gra.
did.
That's bad
Gunshots.
sounding.
Order. Somebody order some lunch. I'm hungry. So she was telling the truth about what she heard.
I like that he's shocked. He's like, wait, someone was telling the truth about something.
Wait, this courtroom actually got something done?
It was the other men speaking, not Mr. Lertus.
It is.
Well, what did he say?
It's over. Press the switch now.
Just after that, there was a gunshot, and then the guitar caught on fire.
Detective Crescent, you weren't on stage during the second set. You could have done it!
But why did we only hear one gunshot on the recording? Weren't 2 bullets fired from this weapon?
Lemerwa was moving through the air vent, Your Honor. She must not have been close enough for her mic to catch the first shot. But then, as she passed over the dressing room, the gun fired again, and Mr. Lertus's life was taken.
Oh no, I'm shot.
Well, Detective Crescent,
Once again, I am reminded of something.
how you said you hated Mr. Lertus and would always kill him if you could just...
Just more Deus Ex backfilled information. Our performance that day.
Your performance?
Seeing the mixing board jogged my memory.
Of course it did.
You was there too, Hair Forehead. What is it with today? Problem after problem. Ah, boom! My ARG won't start, my guitar case is busted. My guilt has been burnt to a crisp, and to top it all off, someone's dead. And then there was that performance just now. This subpar. What was that all about?
This part is off. Don't speak to me. I will... This part is off.
This part is off. What is that? Second
Right,
guitar.
Gavin?
Second guitar part is
What?
off. The guitar played by Darianne Crescent.
It was you, Darren. Thought it strange at the time. How could you miss such a simple cue?
It wasn't me. It was the one-armed man.
I know you. I know how you play. You're better than that.
Yeah, well.
Oh, no!
You
Lines!
Art? And Prosecutor Gavin, what are you getting at?
Talking about the murder weapon, Mr. Lertus's 45 caliber hand cannon. As we have learned, even the shooter doesn't go unscarred with a revolver that size. The kickback is enough to dislocate your shoulder, even if you're an amateur.
Wait, you mean his playing was affected because he hurt himself shooting that revolver?
That's what I just said.
You're forgetting something. I don't have shoulders.
I had a
Oh,
terrible
yeah, sharks
as a
don't
child.
have shoulders.
I had a
Shit.
terrible injury as a child.
Damn it! Almost had him.
Wait,
Just
you
neck
lost both of
directly
your
to
shoulders?
torso, no shoulders.
You lost both of your shoulders in a boating accident?
I'm a trained police officer? What? I'm a trained police officer, you know. I've had firearms training, plenty of it. I'm no amateur.
I think you just
Body was a
signed.
cop.
The standard police sidearm issued to police officers is a 38 caliber weapon. A much tamer beast. Also, the murder weapon belonged to the victim, Mr. Lertus, which suggests there was a struggle between killer and victim.
So, we've still got more episodes to go before this damn case is over.
Oh my god.
The killer might not have been holding the revolver correctly when he fired. Is that what you mean? Be clear about it.
The thought had occurred to me. Yes.
Wait, thoughts occur to you? That's a new
Yes.
concept.
Oh, thoughts.
Yes.
Well, does the witness have anything to say to this?
Starts laughing.
Detective Crescent.
What I want to ask is what Mr. Sleeves Rolled Up Ready for Action has to say.
That's a very long name.
Hey, you. Wake up.
Yeah.
Sorry, attorney.
Me?
Exactly
Snake.
which piece of your evidence is decisive again? You got a little noise on a tape that could be anything. You have an alleged guitar cue miss due to a .45 caliber kickback. I weep for this case, Gavin. I really do. You can line up your little weak pieces of evidence all you want. This isn't a real court of law. None of it will matter. I didn't shoot that manager. And that's the obvious truth.
You're right. This is a converted library. The witness has a point.
It was the obvious truth.
I'm not an actual judge, and this is not a courtroom. This is actually a high school cafeteria. Court adjourned. The defense's arguments, while persuasive, are not decisive.
But who wants sloppy joes?
Franks and beans, aisle 3. Beans and Franks, aisle 5. I believe we should hear what the witness has to say in response to the case. So far. Your testimony, please, Detective Chris Holm. Tell us your reasons why you couldn't have, or could have, or mightn't have done it.
Witness
We begin
testimony.
again.
Proof of innocence.
Save.
Come on.
That's true. Yeah, I'll save just in case. Sorry, Zach. Come on, don't
Come
save on me.
on.
Like, okay. Sorry, on you go.
Come on. Why would I even want to kill that manager? You want a reason? Easy. I got no motive, man.
Man.
This was that diva's first trip to this country, right? How could I possibly know her manager?
I was wondering when motive was going to come up.
If I didn't know him, why would I want to kill him?
A simple reason, indeed. Prosecutor Garvin, is this the case of Mr. Latouche had not been in our country before? Isn't that right, Gavin?
Gavin, well,
Thank you for saying my name. I love my name so much.
Gavin, the Yankee game is over.
My name's so great. According to our records, yes. Not even once.
Although, according to our records, maybe. I am not sure. I see. Very well. Mr. Bamboozle, we begin the cross-examination.
Great. Now I need to find a motive. I couldn't have seen that coming. Okay, proof of innocence.
In a court of law? Never.
Come on, why would I even want to kill that manager?
Hold it! Her manager, sure, but Mr. Latouche was...
Oh, right. Sorry. An Interpol agent, wasn't he?
That's right, police guy.
I just have trouble picturing that big lunk as an undercover cop, you dig? Not a very good one, seeing as how he got wasted.
Wow.
Ha 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 ha.
Oh my god, the hair is going ham.
Laughter is not allowed in the courtroom.
That's cold,
By me.
dog.
Not that it
I think he's a
matters either
shark.
way. Yeah, I'm a shark, obviously.
It's cold, shark.
See, I had no reason to kill the man, whatever he was.
Oh, yeah?
You want a reason? Easy. I got no motive, man.
Hold it! But that's the same for Machi. No motive was proven for him.
Come on, he traveled around the world with that old fart. He had plenty of time to come up with a motive of his own.
Ugh.
More than I sure did. I mean, think about it. This was that diva's first trip to this country, right?
Hold it! How dare you call her a diva? Darianne, you're a detective with international affairs?
Yeah, what of it?
International? Interpol? Internet? Even if this was Mr. Latouche's first trip to this country, you still could have met him prior to the concert. Because he was your father.
What? Huh?
That's not true. That's not possible.
Or don't you take any international trips in international affairs?
Not these days. That's right. Well, Detective Croissant.
That's your game, is it? Ace Attorney? Guess I'd better confess then.
Confess that we don't do that here.
Yeah, it's a bit of an embarrassment, but I've never been sent overseas.
What? But you're an international.
See, me and Plains got a difference of opinion. We don't like each other much.
My condolences, Air Forehead, but he's telling the truth. He's like B.A. Baracus. You cannot get him on a plane unless you drug him first. It's a very old reference. He's never set foot outside the country. It's from the A-Team, kids. Look it up.
This is
I'll
the
pity the
channel
fool.
that might go-
I'll pity the
this
fool who
channel
puts
that
me on a
might work.
plane.
I can guarantee it.
As it turns out, my division has plenty of work to do locally as well.
Okay, so you're in international affairs working domestically. Got it. That's so unfair.
How could I possibly know her manager?
Hold it! So you didn't fraternize with him at all during the concert?
Fraternize?
I don't know what that word means.
A single word. As if anyone would want to talk to that old Eastern blockhead.
What?
What? Now the ladies, that's a different matter altogether. So, you see, if I didn't know him, why would I want to kill him?
Hold it! Are you a psychopath? You sure
Yes.
about that?
Yes.
It's possible.
Yes. What? What? Wipe that look off your face before I do it for you. Listen.
Wait a
try
minute, didn't he
throwing
just-
out. Yeah. You try throwing out one of your wild accusations. I'll throw it back at you so hard you'll forget what you're saying for your line.
What?
Threatening acts of violence in a courtroom is a really good way to. Anyway.
Hair Forehead, perhaps it's best if you let your evidence do the talking, yeah?
Man, what evidence? That's what I want to know.
So he's using this motive question as ammunition, huh? Well, I've got ammunition too. Evidence! What? Okay,
Come
so we
on.
know about this. So now I have to find the... Why do I want to kill that manager? Rhea got no motive. Diva's first trip. How could I possibly know her manager? Okay. All we need to do is find the fact that he knew him. Incuritis syndrome, first in country. I really don't like to see syndrome in a bunch of charts these days. I'd rather not.
But we need to prove that
Understandable.
he knew.
That he knew the manager. That he knew the manager. Yeah. That he has basically for proving motive. And I mean, the bearer is hereby ordered to speak to no one outside the United. Doesn't do it.
Okay, hang on. Let me think through all of our evidence. Keep going. What else we got?
Gun. Brooch doesn't help. The mixing board we did already. This is the guitar case motorcycle. These keys. I don't know.
Submitted as evidence.
Nah, this doesn't really. Romain
No.
Letou is age 35.
How would he have known? Okay. That's not his name there in the writing, is it? I guess not. We never really figured out what that said, did we?
No.
Submitted by.
Yeah, that maps thing doesn't help. That doesn't do anything. That doesn't do
No,
anything.
wait. The transmit found on stage trigger. Because it's like, okay, how would he, the
Yeah, it's got to be about how he knew the manager before this, though.
right? Before.
A gift from La Miroir, sent from Borginia. Burned the night of the concert. No. So, there's this thing, which is this cure for incuritis. But I still don't know.
Here for what?
It's literally called incuritis.
Oh my god, there was that whole subplot that got completely dropped.
Yeah,
about
Sam, well, I think they put
that
a big
whole
enough
thing.
label on it.
Maybe it's to keep people from eating it by mistake.
Yes, they might think it was an otherwise tasty white lump of plastic.
Maybe it's the manufacturer. Sample toys when you can't afford the real thing.
Sounds like a company Mr. Wright would like. Okay, that doesn't do anything at all. And I don't think that shows anything else. Yeah, okay, so that's not it. Identical igniters and no, again, that's all like about how the actual thing happened. Okay, there's Latou's.
That's the article about the event.
Right. So it doesn't show it either. Article about the Chief
Maybe
Justice's son.
Postcard?
I'm the postcard.
Yeah, the postcard is the only
Because
thing I
if
can think
he's
of.
listed, the manager would have to have listed him.
Sightseeing museum.
Can we see the back of it?
No, it doesn't show you. Like, you do check and it just shows it like this. Hey, what's up, Burner? She's got the brooch on. Why would that show... I mean...
It's a burner.
The only thing I can think of is it's either something about the gun. But no, but that, no,
How
but
would
that
that tie
doesn't
into
do
the
anything.
manager?
It doesn't, yeah. It's motive. It's got to be about motive. So it's got to be something like... Yeah, the
What are
publicity...
those documents about?
These ones?
No, the one to the right.
Oh.
A couple times.
The document there.
Yes.
No, this
So-
thing.
Wait,
This is
come
the
back.
thing that just shows the to ensure
Oh,
the
okay.
efficiency and secrecy. Speak to no one
Blah,
outside
blah,
the
blah, blah,
investigation.
blah, blah.
Take a
Russ
look at these
is
keys.
entered investigator mode. There's multiple glasses.
Take a look at the keys.
Stop calling me out and just say Gavin when you need me.
There are 3 keys in this heart-shaped key ring, and this guitar-shaped key was the key to a guitar case.
Wasn't he saying he had to break his case because he couldn't get it unlocked? I could open a lock like that in 10 seconds easy. He should have given me a call.
So he could slap handcuffs on you after you open it?
Handcuffs? 20 seconds tops.
I'm glad she's on my side.
Crazy.
Maybe.
Crazy.
Alright, so that's that. I don't know what the keys do for anything. I don't think this is it. It's got to be something which is about sort of the details overall of the case. I mean, this is about... No, it's about death. I guess the only thing I can think of is this. Maybe this would show that he knew him. So, the photo... It's not going to be this. It's either got to be the photo or it's got to be one of these...
Where did we find the keys?
They were outside, the whatchamacallit,
The dressing room?
yeah, no, in the victim's left hand. Holds keys
Okay.
to a guitar case and a motorcycle.
If he was holding the keys that matched the guitar case, then that's proof that they knew each other. He had his keys.
No, but this is not, no, this is Gavin's keys, though. These are
Oh.
Gavin's keys.
Ah.
Because Gavin also drove a motorcycle. The only thing I can think of is that it's the newspaper article, this one, or the picture.
I mean, you got the life bar to give it a try.
Yeah.
And we're running short on time tonight.
I
so-
know, that's right. Okay. Objection! Your Honor, what do you think about the witness's generic statement right then? Yeah, it contradicts with the thing.
I think you're about to go back to square one, Mr. Buttermilk.
Damn it. What the heck? Shoot.
Diva's first trip to this country. How would I have known her manager? What if it
Easy.
wasn't her first trip to this country?
Right.
Yeah, I don't know if we have anything that proves that.
Yeah, I mean, this is the thing that was like I got no motive.
What thing are we trying to prove right now? I'm sorry.
That he knew him before.
That he knew the manager before.
Yeah, right there. How could I possibly know her manager? I mean, this is the only thing I can think of. Did I show the photo? I didn't, did I? I did. Show the
We
photo?
did. We didn't show the keys.
Didn't show the keys. All right, let me show the keys. Keys! Objection!
Nope.
The witness's statement is clearly faulty because keys.
Because kiss.
I'm
Maybe
sorry.
it's newspaper. Maybe it's
This
the
is-
newspaper.
This is in the wrong key.
Only
Newspaper.
thing is
This
that the
track.
newspaper came out after
This murder
Tooth
track.
died.
Yeah. Unless it would give details about.
Unless it has something in it that we just don't.
It's odd that it wouldn't
What
say that
about-
though. It doesn't mention the lyrics of Lemoire's ballad.
It doesn't. What about her? What about her lyrics?
Yeah. Lyric sheet
I'm going trying to go
is.
through everything I.
Lyric sheet is. Come on, lyric sheet.
Yeah, take a peek at it. Maybe.
I think you.
There we go.
Didn't you just pass it?
There you go, right there.
Oh.
So there's the lyric sheet.
Okay, nothing else on it. Gavin.
La Memoire, Gavin. Yeah, because they said they wrote the song together.
Yeah. I
Felicity
mean, one
from-
of these things has to be it, right?
Yeah, I'm guessing. Postcard. Objection. Your Honor, what do you? How
All
about you
this
give me
sounds
some
very
plus?
BSy to me.
What is the replica about? Do you mean the?
Did
What
you
do you
already
mean?
save?
I already saved. I
Yeah.
hope. I think so.
Okay.
I think I did.
I don't think you did.
No, he
I don't
did.
remember you saving
No, I
either.
did.
Before this part? Okay.
I'm pretty sure I did. Chief Justice's son. Why would that have anything to do with it? Virginia newspaper.
Oh,
There.
no.
I think you need to go back to law school.
Okay.
Get out of my courtroom.
Man,
That's
I am-
enough. I see no further need to prolong
I don't have
this
any.
charade.
I don't have any idea. Like I'm.
Get the hell out of my courtroom.
The defendant Machito Bai. Guilty.
The defendant will surrender himself, and I will make a mold of Mr. Durian's hair. I think it'll look good on me.
No, hair.
You failed.
Next time on.
We got 7 minutes. All right. How could I possibly know her manager? Unless I'm picking on the wrong thing. If I didn't know him, why would I want to kill him? I did press him on all these, didn't I?
You didn't press him on the lyrics.
Yeah, I mean, technically we could just go item by item at this point.
No, I meant press him. Like, how could I possibly know her manager?
Oh,
Oh, fraternize. Yeah, I already did that. Fraternize.
The ladies.
If I didn't know him, why
Did
would
you
I
press
wanna
him on
kill
this?
Yeah, I saw that you were sure about that.
we
Listen,
did
I
this.
did that. I'll throw it
The
back
wild
at you. Ha, 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 ha.
accusations.
Man, what evidence? I've got ammunition too.
yes, we were looking for evidence.
So confusing. Okay, so it's not. I'm not going to be. That wouldn't be the line you present on. The motive, maybe.
Diva's
Unless
first
it's
trip.
this. Like, and as you're saying, maybe that's.
We checked this postcard though.
Not against this statement.
Not against
though.
that line though. But I
Oh,
don't know. That's a stretch. That's overthinking it. It's got to be something about how could I possibly know her manager?
and you can't press him on that matter.
That was the fraternize
Oh,
thing.
that was the
Fraternize.
fraternizing. Got it.
Fraternize with the ladies.
I mean, maybe. Let me go back here. I wonder if maybe. I mean, maybe it is this investigation request. Except it's stupid. Why would that be? I don't.
Yeah, you should try it.
I mean, at this point,
Yeah. Might as well try it.
Nope.
No.
And we've proven it's wrong.
The gun, maybe?
good. There's one more out of the way.
The gun, I guess. The gun. Objection. Oh, God. I'm completely lost. I don't.
go back to the full listing of items, not just one by one.
Okay.
I gotta think through them all. Okay. No, none of those are it. We tried the. Okay, keep going.
The guitar? I don't know what the guitar has to do with anything or why that would connect.
Why would that relate him to the manager?
And then that.
First case.
There's nothing on the tape.
Purchase syndrome. first case.
Not that's going to show anything about him knowing the manager.
Because the tapes of the concert, right?
Yeah, exactly.
What is this little pill we got?
This is this replica that's supposedly a cure for incuritis, which the judge's son has, and I still don't know what that has to do with anything. I guess we can give him this. I don't know what this has to do with anything, but go ahead.
Replica of a cocoon from which the remedies of incurity. Okay.
He might have known him because of that, because there's this whole thing where you're not supposed to, because they came from Borginia, so you're not supposed to.
Maybe. I mean, we haven't presented it yet.
Oh my God, that's it. Your Honor, take a look at this. That's a stretch.
Wow. Well, that's a pearl. Well, it looks like a candy.
It's gonna tell us how it ties it all together.
It's not. Don't lick it, please. Detective Crescend. You ever seen this?
Looks like a piece of candy.
What it is evidence. Don't lick it before you try it.
Why? Is it a Nintendo Switch cartridge? You shouldn't lick those.
Specifically, this is a replica of a cocoon. It was found among the victim's belongings.
A cocoon? Never seen one of that color.
Is a variety only found in the Republic of Borgia. Nowhere else.
All right. But what does a replica of the movie Cocoon have to do with anything? And what's it doing in my courtroom?
Well, Your Honor, you won't ever get sick. You won't.
I am Wilfred Brimley, and I have diabetes.
Diabetes.
Check your blood sugar. Check it often. Surely this has nothing to do with a motive for killing Mr. Latucci, does it?
It does. Wait, I mean, I think it does.
Get out of my courtroom.
You don't sound so confident, man.
A cocoon. Who would have even seen this coming in my courtroom on this day of all days, the day of my daughter's wedding?
It is one of those silky cocoons. Excuse me.
The kind that you can make, well, silk out of.
Not this one. This cocoon makes a powerful curative.
A curative? For what? Curitis?
Apparently, it is most effective at treating a disease thought incurable. It is the only medicine of its kind. However, it is illegal to take one of the healing cocoons out of the Borginia.
If it cracks open, you end up with Yoshi. Whatever for? It's such a miracle cure. Why not share it with the world?
Oh, ask Dr. Anthony Fauci, huh?
That's what I've been wondering.
He looked into the matter at some length. Apparently, it isn't difficult at all to manufacture the remedy from the cocoon. Yet, if you change the process only slightly, you can easily make a large quantity of something else entirely. Black tar heroin.
Guitars.
It's a pina colada, right? It's a pina colada. I love those.
A deadly poison, in fact.
Deadly pina colada, my favorite. Wait, what?
There was an incident several years ago where some of these got out into the black market. Caused quite the commotion in the global community.
It was the Virginian incident.
That's what they called it. The Avengers came in and then they dropped a building on people and the Hulk. It was pretty awesome. The media was kept largely unaware, however.
But wait, I feel funny. Intriguing.
All of this led to a strict ban on the cocoon's export. One rigidly enforced by Interpol, among others.
Interpol.
Right.
Interpol.
The victim, Romain Latouze, was an Interpol agent. Detective Crescend,
integral to
you
Interpol.
insist on referring to him as a manager, but that is misleading. Romain Latouze wasn't killed as a manager. He was killed as an undercover agent.
So, I was trying to smuggle this gumball into the country.
So it is candy. Give it to me.
That what you're trying to say?
I'm saying that could well be a motive for murder.
Oh, so I was gonna sell it on the black market, make myself a pretty penny. Ridiculous. I mean, totally unthinkable.
I'm a rock star.
Unthinkable, you say? Why?
Dink.
Perhaps it's time for another testimony.
Say beforehand.
about this smuggling of cocoons business.
All right,
Finally.
that at least
And
though
it's-
gives us a spot that like we're doing new stuff. Oh wait,
Time
I have
for
to
us
I have to get to the
save.
book though. I can't save it. Sorry. As soon as the book shows up, I'll save it.
International. Oh,
There we go.
There you go.
Huzzah! The book. Outstanding. Okay, and the other good news
see
about
we
this
have a
is
book.
that because the cocoon is the last bit of stuff that we haven't really talked about, it's just that plus the whole judge's son with incuritis and all that. So that will explain.
Just another 7 or 8 sessions and we'll be there.
Yeah,
Don't
I
worry
know,
about it.
I
Just
know.
snuggle up with a good.
I mean, we've only been, in
Full body
fairness,
pillow,
we've only
you'll be
been playing
fine.
this for 2 sessions since NeoCab, in fairness. So
Yeah.
It's only
this
been
being
8
the second.
months. It's really
2.
amazing how that works out.
But
yeah.
it is midnight, and I promised that we would stop at that time. This is fun, though, as always. I will start with the gentleman down below, who is now very pleased, I imagine, that the Yankees won the game and that he was
11
able-
straight for the boys from the Bronx.
He was able
The
to
best team in the world does it again.
Amazing.
Yeah, my team is in a free fall. But anyway,
If I really cared about bases ball, it would make it. It's just that it's the Yankees. So
How the turntables.
It's true.
Yes.
We will see how this all goes down the line. But in any case, Russ, how'd you feel about tonight? And when will the lovely folks find you out on the internets or interwebs or things like
It
that?
was great fun. I appreciate you guys yelling Gavin into my head to arouse me from my doldrums.
Right, Gavin.
The sketch video where I play the dad of this son, the easygoing dad, is linked in the channel, so watch it. It's silly and funny.
Yep.
and it's a bit Benjamin Buttony in age ranges. of
Well, yeah, I
characters.
mean, I would have had to be very young to be his dad in real life, but the kid is this huge TikTok guy. He's got like 500,000 followers. He's huge. And I'm doing an improv show.
What's that worth in this day and age anyway? Only,
I don't
you
know. Somebody
a
pays this
house?
kid.
I don't know.
They pay him money, so I don't know how he gets it. I'm doing an improv show on Thursday that we're producing at the Skiptown Playhouse in East Hollywood. So it's
cool.
awesome to get back out there and be doing stuff. And stuff's starting to. I mean, a Delta pending, stuff is starting to happen, and maybe we'll stop again forever. But it was a nice few weeks of summer. We enjoyed it.
It was nice while we had it.
It was
there.
normal while it lasted.
But good stuff. And also, again, congratulations on your chicken dinner victory in Solo Pubga. And
Thank you. Thank you very much.
It's
Hey.
really
It
important.
was hard earned. I had to be a gorilla on a dirt bike in the mountains, but it all worked out.
Winner, chicken dinner.
a long story, but good stuff, man. I will be dropping you an email and following up with stuff as we talked about. But thank you very much, sir. Always a pleasure. Also, always a pleasure to have Zach, who I'm going to be seeing on Monday, as Zach and I are rehearsal. I'll see you on Friday first, but then for Esper Genesis, but then Monday for a little bit of playing with the road. But today you were doing a little bit of sort of jack of all trades thing. First, you were doing some judge stuff, and then, of course, later on,
Zach of all trades.
Zach of all trades. I see what you did there.
Yes.
And then we got some
Okay.
Darian, Krishan,
Dorian.
that you got to get involved with. And it's interesting. I had not expected the case would swing all the way back around to him, but there you go. How'd you feel about playing a man with an enormous head of hair and with a shark outfit? Any thoughts about that?
Well, yeah, playing a man with an enormous head of hair, I don't relate. So I definitely had to like really push out of my boundary of playing a character like that. And
Look, yours is in control, though.
It's not
okay?
really
Yeah,
a surfboard / missile.
Yeah.
though.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah, I guess
exactly.
so.
Like,
but yeah, it was a lot of fun. I always like the Ace Attorney series. I'm curious to see where it goes. But it is slow going. Like, yeah, we've only been back at it for 2 sessions, but we started the case months before we started NeoCap. So
yeah, it's the biggest issue with Ace Attorney. I do love these because they're just so much fun. But the biggest, and I think it's good because there's a lot of obviously talking for you folks to do. But the biggest issue I have with it is their pacing. Like it just like come on, like speed it up a little bit. But nonetheless, where else do you get to have someone summon God to be a witness?
Exactly. Yeah. So yeah, a lot of fun. Glad to be here. The fine people can find me here again on Friday for Esper Genesis, and on my own YouTube channel. I'll drop a link in a little bit. what I'm producing over there is I'm playing through Skyrim again and just decided to record it. I'm playing a character who has a fascination with time magic. So I have some mods installed that add some time magic to Skyrim, make it kind of cool and fun. So that's what I've been doing over there. But aside from that, you can find me here.
Good stuff, man. Always a pleasure.
I've always said you were a time lord. Anyway.
Continued good luck with school and all that. And I will speak to you on Friday. And moving right along. Rob, the judge stuff. I mean, I know you were kind of in and out a little bit. You had to be, but your take on the judge clearly had an influence. For example, on Zach, playing back the judge who used to play but was doing it differently in line with how you were managing it, and that meant that we got some classic judge moments. Also,
judges are like snowflakes. All of them are bald. No, that's not what I meant to say.
And the rephrasing of all of them, migga. So it was great. You were channeling your inner, some kind of mix between like Sam Elliott and an idiot. I haven't decided to be a mix.
I mean, this wasn't my intention at the beginning of it, but I'm basically ripping off one of the judges from Harvey Birdman, Attorney at Law, which is where I get the thing where he never says Harvey Birdman. He always says, "All right, you're up, Mr. Buttermilk." Like every time he says Harvey Birdman's name, he uses a different version of it. So I just have been doing that joke for anybody who would catch it. It's like, oh, that's Harvey Birdman, Attorney at Law. By the way, if you've never seen Harvey Birdman, Attorney at Law,
Wonderful.
It is one of these shows that is just not made to make sense. It is just sketch comedy where the sketches run the show, and it doesn't matter if it makes sense or if there's any storyline or anything. It's just goofball comedy, and I'm not usually all for that, but I think it's because it's in cartoon form, and like it's just brilliant, and the voice acting in it is, for just being slapstick comedy basically, it's hilarious voice acting work. Just check it out. As for moi, for those of you who may or may not know, I am Darkside Rob. I am obviously in some instances known as yes, they used to call me a voice actor. Now I am Gandalf the clown. Anyway, but yes, I do voice acting casts and variety streaming casts in addition to doing audiobooks and doing audio production for music and audiobooks, and my own audio engineering and sound design and video editing and posting stuff on Twitch and on YouTube. If you want to see some more of my voice acting work, you can go to Audible and check out these two wonderful pieces of work by one Russell Zimmerman, Shadowrun Neat and Shadowrun Shaken No Job Too Small. Those are the two novels that I have right now. I'm currently working on 2 more books from that author. I think I can say that. I can't say the names of them yet, but hopefully they will be coming out sometime this fall, over the next month or 2. I will let you guys know, but please check them out in the meantime. If you like them, give them, if you want to check them out, give them a listen. If you like the listen that you have, leave a review and share with your friends, because I'm really proud of them. I think y'all will like them. I have more stuff coming, but nothing I can talk about right now. But you will see me on Saturday for Infinity and Beyond. So I will be back here doing that as well. And you can catch me on my own channel, twitch.tv/DarksideRob, RAHB. I'm going to collapse into a puddle of goo now because my stomach is still not great. Sorry about that.
Oh, sorry, Rob. Feel better, and thank you, man. And we will see you, of course, for Saturday as Yana returns.
Yes.
Moving right up on the line again, Dot, it was a pleasure to have you back with us. I could see instantly the palpable relief from everyone when you're like, I'm going to do this accent, and everyone's like, thank God. Someone is doing a French accent with it. It's like,
yes.
Order has been restored. It was great to have you back and to have you a part of this little soiree of ours. How did you feel about this stuff, and where will the folks find you? Because you are a busy bee. So where will the folks find you next?
As always, super pleasure, lots of fun. I feel like I'm really learning a lot about our justice system.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm really learning a lot about about how law is handled. So educational as well as entertaining.
Yes.
No, I'm Little Red Dot. You can find me on your social media and or viewing platform of choice as Little Red Dot. I'm excited to announce that I will be coming on full time with Cobalt Press as their Twitch producer. So right now, if you want to catch content, I'm running a lot of 5e content, a lot of really cool original Midgard content as well over on Cobalt Press's channel, which is really, really exciting. And in addition, you can catch me on Friday nights over on Trooper SJP, where we're playing through a French well, we're playing through a World War II campaign, basically. Come on over. We're killing Nazis on Friday night. It's great. It's really great. So come on over. We're playing
As it should be.
Yeah, we're playing French Resistance. It's really, really great. And then on I feel like I've got one more stream, but I can't remember. Oh, actually, I'm down right now, but you can always check out my podcast, Stitch of Fate, which is a VTM podcast. We're kicking up 3rd season here probably next month. So you have some time to get caught up and check that out. And I've been nominated for a few awards. So when the Game Her Awards nominations come out, y'all should vote for me for Content Creator of the Year, along with a bunch of other things. So that's very exciting.
Content Creator of the Year.
Yeah, a female Content Creator of the Year, which is really, really exciting. So keep an eye out for the Game Her. Like the first round of nominations have come out, but we'll need to do voting. So please, yeah, come check that out. That would be really cool. I think that, I don't know. I do a lot of stuff. As Arv said, just follow me if you want to find out what I'm doing. And hopefully I'll be back here a little bit more now that my life is kind of putting down to a normal level.
That's good. And I'm very glad for that reason, regardless of being on the channel or not. I'm glad to have you here, but I'm glad that life
and
is
I should
stabilizing
mention
too.
this. If you're in and around the Atlanta area, Dragon Con is in just under like 10 days, and I will be part of their pro moderation team. So you can come check me out on some of the celebrity panels, including like sitting down with Cass from The Walking Dead and The 100, and I get to do a one-on-one with Felicia Day and a bunch of other stuff. So if you're around, you can check out the Dragon Con app and see what I'll be moderating. And I will also be at Gen Con. So if you're hanging around Gen Con, wear your mask, drop by the Kobold Press booth. I'll be there.
Confirmed. Dot is a badass. Dot.
Yeah, seriously.
Y'all, let me tell you, I was running through 2020, got to 2021, and now I'm like, what is happening to my life?
It's true. We turn around and all of a sudden 2022, maybe. But in any case,
someone slow the ride down, please.
I know, right? But no, great stuff. I'm very glad to hear about all the good stuff, and you should follow all the things that Dot is doing and all of these wonderful people are doing. So we will have these folks back as the Arvocalists again next month. Otherwise, I will see them in various capacities in other things. I will be checking out some of Dot stuff if I can, obviously. And Rob, Zach, and Russ will see you all in different contexts as well. Chat, can we get some love for the amazing Arvocalists? Best vocal team on Twitch. And folks, thank you so much. I will see you folks soon.
Doodles.
Laters.
Share and bye for now. All right. So that, folks, is going to do it for today for what was a very busy Tuesday. I always, I really, really enjoy these. They're always a lot of fun. And one of the things that I like about them is the fact that as we're going through, you just get a chance. It's really like experiencing this stuff with friends. And you all know my opinions about community and why I think community is so important. But also I think it's important when the world seems particularly crazy, like when the world is just what it is right now and everything. It's important to be able to have, obviously, friends, so-called IRL friends you can hang out with if possible. But you also need touchstones like this. And we've been doing the Arvocalists for quite a while now. And it's important to be able to do that just to sort of give a through line, a feeling like, okay, this isn't like the entire world is off its axis. So it was really nice to have the full crew back. And yeah, I agree, Crit Twitch. I'm glad that we were able to get the full crew back and that we're towards the end of the summer. And as we head into the fall, we should have, as Dot said, hopefully the whole crew with us going forward. So I'm very pleased about that. If you folks liked what you saw and heard, you know what to do, which is to follow the channel, check out the YouTube with !ArvTube. Please sub to me over there if you can. Discord with !ArvCord. Twitter with !ArvTweets. Website arvanelleron.com. Financially, !ArvShop is the merchandise area. !ArvTreon is the Patreon, which really makes it possible for me to do stuff like this. I pay the Arvocalists every month. I should I wish I could pay them even more, but paying them, I do pay them, and I'm able to do that because of the wonderful support that you all give. So please keep that in mind. Plus, of course, the Patreon gets you inspirations to help the players in our tabletop games, and you can get a lot of cool individual stuff for yourself as well. Of course, subscribing to the channel lets you get those custom sub badges. We have a lot of those custom emotes on their way that our good friend Shadowed Mage is working on. The custom sub badges, I should say, on the way. And of course, you can get inspirations from supporting me on the sub channel as well. So thank you for those of you who subbed today. That was appreciated. I know that Lone Wolf did tonight, so thank you so much for that. And on the publishing side, Exclamation Point Icarus from Athos Arts, my graphic novel, award-winning graphic novel. Exclamation Point Library, my Tales and Tomes, The Forbidden Library, my 5e adventure and sourcebook. And by the way, I'll talk about this on Friday, but the Master Technician's Guide, which is basically the Dungeon Master's Guide for Espergenesis, has just been released. So now Espergenesis is a trilogy of books, and I see an email in my inbox from Rich Lescouflair, the designer of the game, who I hope is sending me that, because I'm very excited to have that in my hot little hands for our sponsored campaign of Espergenesis, which has been running for a number of years now. Anyway, that's happening on Friday, but you can always support Alligator Alley by checking out Exclamation Point Library, which also supports me, and Alligator Alley and Athos are going to be involved in my Gray Shade Kickstarter as well, Exclamation Point Gray Shade KS. For those of you who missed the earlier announcement, it is not going to be happening next week. It is happening soon, but not next week. So I will have an updated date for you, which I hope is a date that we actually stick with. But no, we're every time we're getting closer to something more solid, but there's only so much I can do on one person, so there's only so much I can do. But in any case, Gray Shade, the Kickstarter, the components that we have in place are really awesome, as you will see when we actually release that Kickstarter. And of course, as always, Exclamation Point BLM, Black Lives Matter, very important to affirm and assert the significance and importance of Black lives. And of course, Exclamation Point Help Now, which is the World Health Organization page on suicide prevention, very important to reach out to others when you need help and to reach out to others when they need help as well. Now, with all of that said, I'm going to get out of this, and then I'm going to close that. Yes, I would like to exit BlueStacks. Thank you. And last but certainly not least, let's see what we've got here. Let's see what we've got in terms of possible raid possibilities. Okay, yeah. Let's see. Actually, this might be a possibility. Yeah, this is good. I have actually not rated this person for a while, so this is going to be a good one. This is a good person to rate. I have not rated this person in a while. It's very topical for what we've got today. And the way we do raids is very simple. And please do raid with us. Obviously you can feel free to head out wherever afterwards, but raiding is good for us. It's good for the channel that you raid. And so everybody wins. If you are not a sub, you're going to do this. The Argonauts have landed, followed by Twitch raid, lowercase Twitch, uppercase R, lowercase AID. If you are a sub, you're going to do this. Get hyped, and then you've got the Argonauts have landed, then you've got Twitch Raid, you've got Arvany Roar, Arvany Witch, Arvany What, Arvany Woe, Arvany Smug, Arvany Love, I think that's all the Arvanys, all of the Arvanys that you can muster when you were brought over auto-magically to the place that we are going to be raiding. I want to thank everyone who made this an awesome stream today. Thank you to my wonderful mods, Rock God, Shadow Mage, Triffity Mats, best mods in the business. Thank you so much to my subscribers, Rock God, Shadow Mage, Triffity Mats, Nonstop, Crit Twitch, Garlic Tofu, Lone Wolf 67, Mrs. Dunsel, thank you all so much, and the Patreon supporters in that group. And thank you to my viewers. Thank you to Arudinel, who is a mod, so I don't know why it had it listed there. Thank you to Bear With Me. Thank you to Captain's Crew, to Cat Canary, to Coven of Lenara, again, also mod, so I don't know. Darkside Rob, of course, Dr. Laser Falcon, Freeweed. Let's see, thank you to Gigafrost. Thank you to Hosu312. Thank you to JRab. Little Red Dot. Thank you to Metatoric. Thank you to Megajep. Thank you to Orthoduk. Thank you to Stan Kubrick, TNS Mephiston, V&K, and XO Kodo. And a special thanks tonight, of course, to my wonderful Arvocalist crew of Little Red Dot, of Zach Clay, of Darkside Rob, and of Russ Guberman. Thank you to all of those wonderful voice actors, and thanks to all of you. I will see you folks not Wednesday or Thursday, but I will be back on Friday for Espergenesis and Saturday for D D&D with INB Eberron Oracle of War. Until then, everyone, please spread the word about the channel, follow, support, do all the things, and stick around for the raid. And most of all, of course, be good to each other. I'll catch you folks soon. Good night for now. Ha!